These responses are a lot. Nigga got fingered and trying to tell us to go. Wow. I don't think you know what happens at a physical. Nope. Stay healthy by constantly working out, eat right, and be active. He said nope to going to the doctor. You should work out and eat right, but also getting an annual checkup is okay. You could have just said men go to the doctor. Smush. I'm a black man. Black men traditionally have a high rate of not going to the doctor compared to, women in other races. So I'm a black man talking to black man. That's why I said black men. Go to the gym and you can avoid the doctor. Again, no, you can't screen for heart disease and cancer and things like that at the gym. Okay, I'm not saying don't go to the gym, but like,
not gonna lie, that, and I know I'm anti-gym, but that gym talk is, man, super fucking silly. So like, unironically, I had a homeboy of mine say, the gym can sometimes be, not even sometimes, he just said the gym is better than therapy. The gym is therapy. And I was like, I agree that working out and exercise and embodied movement and exertion is part of a healthy mental practice. 100% agree. But that's like a super small tool in the toolkit. It's like, brother, like, your mama made you feel like you don't deserve love. There's no amount of side straddle hops that you can do that's going to sort through that. Like, there's shit about your confidence that isn't related to your body. It's not going to help with that. Like, there's so many fucking things, and not even just fixing problems, but just getting better at shit, of like knowing how to, in therapy, it'll help you know how to build a healthy relationship, not necessarily from a negative space, but just building healthy shit, or how to design your life. Gym's not going to replace that. I don't even know why niggas say dumb shit like that.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people fail to realize that there are so many things that have synergistic effects in terms of your mental health and your physical health. So if we're keeping it strictly from a mental health perspective, if you were going to do one thing for the vast majority of like mental ailments, it's probably medication. It's
right.
It's
probably like pound for pound.
Yeah, pound for pound, medication is good. Is like the best possible thing. So like the best possible outcome is actually some version of traditional, what we think of as talk therapy. And some level of medication depending on your ailment. Those synergize extremely well. And then to your point, being active, getting sunlight, eating well, like all of these things all of these things have synergistic effects. The Hubermans of the world oversell it, and they treat
I was hoping you was gonna take it.
I mean, it's not much to take. I mean, the Hubermans of the world do the thing where they miss the steak for the garnish, and they want you to focus on garnish and completely miss the steak. There's almost nothing that you can do on your own, or nothing that you can do strictly from a traditional talk therapy perspective that beats medication in that particular realm, depending on what your ailment is, because there are some things that don't require medication.
Which realm are we talking?
What do you mean? I'm talking about mental health. When you say realm, what do you mean? What is your question?
Yeah. So I'll clarify. Because you added realm, so I wasn't sure if you were talking about a subsection of mental health in that particular statement. So just to clarify what you said, you're saying that broadly speaking, for mental health outcomes, medication for what most things is doing more than talk therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's like been confirmed by like several meta-analyses.
So
if you do both, now I do want to continue to stress, if the best possible outcome is doing both.
fuck. I'm trying to ask this question and not look like a dumbass. Because like I've always said that I think that philosophy, like as I get older, the value of that seems more and more and more important. In a way that I wouldn't, like if you would ask a younger me or a teen me, I would have been like, oh, that's not a degree or an area of study that you can get much out of. But having lived some life, I'm like, nah, that's probably one of the towards the top of things to combine with something else to get good out of life. And so when I'm thinking about mental health, to me, it's holistic and connected. And I'm not saying that this is yet disagreeing with you or pushing back yet. And so when I think about what a good, healthy, happy life looks like, it's not just like being free from the symptoms of ADHD or depression or whatever a person might usually maybe medicate for. It's things like connection, purpose, work that you enjoy. It's things that require like a complicated life arrangements. And so I've been working from the assumption that medicine can only kind of like, not only tends to help you get to a mental state that might help you with doing some of those things. And it might remove some stumbling blocks. But the idea that it's wholesale on average doing more work than what talk therapy would do seems hard to grapple with when I think of talk therapy as being the kind of thing that assists you in arranging your life. And I tend to think of medicine as not being that. But we might also be distinguishing between talk therapy and like lifestyle design. Or we might not. And you might just wholesale be saying,
no, I don't
great,
think
but it's
so.
just doing a little bit less.
So I don't think that anything that you said is antithetical to what the studies show on that kind of thing. The studies literally are what you just said, meaning that I can't get my life in order. I can't do that if I'm dealing with this thing in a way that it's not at least at baseline level of control. Getting this under control with a lot of medication, like at baseline, allows me to now focus on those things that build a holistic life. And that's why these things are better. So a lot of times, if you're doing a lot of talk therapy kind of things and a lot of group therapy things, you know, typical CBT kind of stuff, you aren't getting the best value of that if you're not at a baseline level of normalcy, quote unquote, with medication in a lot of instances. So a lot of times medication just gets you to a point where you can just do that well, which is why those which is why those things synergize extremely well, right? Which is why like the best possible outcome is doing both, because the medicine gets you to a baseline where you can do it, and then you know you end up building this life with a lot of those like garnish kind of things after you have the steak.
Okay, so then this brings up a question, because when you said that, I was like, I need to have better understanding of like some of the moving parts of those, like of the literature that you're talking about. Would you make the same statement for a person that's already at baseline? My operating like thinking is that oftentimes when we're talking about like solving a problem, we're talking about people who like have a problem. We're talking sick care instead of health care kind of stuff. So I'm operating from, if you're already at baseline, does the thing that you just said still apply? Because it sounds like maybe it's the kind of thing that applies if you have, you know, a diagnosable mental illness, as opposed to being a person who's relatively normal, but is just trying to live a more fulfilling life.
Probably not, but that wasn't what like those things we're talking about. It's not people who just like, I just need somebody to talk to kind of things. Just like I have a mental illness.
Okay. Yeah. And tell me if I'm misrepresenting, because I'm now trying to like bring this to a finish line in my own head. If a person has a mental illness, the distance that specific group will clear medicine all day is doing pound for pound more than talk therapy is doing for that particular specific group, is the thing that you're getting at.
If you the way the studies tend to, because I don't want to oversimplify what the studies say.
Okay.
What the studies say is very strongly, if you can do both simultaneously. That is what the studies say.
Understood.
The studies say that typically, because what happens is, especially when you get into indigent populations, a lot of times
what's indigent?
Talk therapy, Indigent means that you're completely unable to care for yourself monetarily, physically, mentally, from that perspective. So when you're dealing with completely indigent populations, you're often dealing with a circumstance where they're dealing with charity or they're dealing with state-sponsored mental health care, which often is slower, which often doesn't have the same level of access if you can just like pay for it. Like you can pay for a therapist and see a therapist tomorrow if you have the money. Now, if you don't have the money, you may have to wait 2 weeks, like that kind of situation. So you're in a situation where you have those kind of constraints. You start trying to pick and choose like where you get the best quote unquote bang for your buck. And if you're going to do one of those things, then yes, if you have a diagnosable mental illness, medication is going to be the better route. But the studies are very clear that you should do both.
Yeah. Eat your vegetables and get some exercise. Do both. No, that makes sense. Okay. None of that is out of line with what I had in my mind already. Good synergistic conversation. Well done, Alvin. That was perfect. Let me see. Hold on. Several of these comments on the Kev on stage shit is like, fuck, what am I doing? Jesus Christ. Is them talking about like booty play. And I'm like, to be fair, I have had a couple of fingers in my asshole in doctor's offices, but it wasn't specifically for, actually a couple of times I think about, but it wasn't actually for like the annual checkup. That's not part of the regular shit. Unless you're of the age where it's
45 typically. Cancer, or it's 45. It's earlier.
Which Kev is.
Have a history.
No, so
I don't think Kev is. I think Kev explicitly stated that he wasn't at that age.
Really? No
way. I think
because he's to hear.
Play it. Because I'm almost positive he said he's not at the age yet.
I'm just gonna look up what his age is. Let me see.
Yeah.
He is okay. Look, all right. He's 43. So it's like, I don't know. He's playing mathematics to me.
Fair enough. And it can be earlier. It can be earlier if you have a family history.
Yeah. Because they do, and like because testicular cancer, my understanding is that's a much younger man's thing to start getting checked. Like that's an 18 to 35 situation, and they definitely check my testicles and do the cough thing. And I did have a partner find like a benign, but we keep an eye on it, spermatocele cyst on my one of the two testicles. I'm not sure. One of I think my right ball. Yeah. So it is important, but that's not the only shit that they don't just play with your dick and balls and asshole the whole session. That's not what it's for everything else. And the gym 100% is not finna replace that shit. Like black men go. As he said, we don't go enough.
Yeah. The way a lot of men gym don't even stop. Like
don't even help anything.
Like,
they're not doing heart health shit.
Exactly. So like if you go to the gym,
cardio.
Exactly. If you go to the gym and all you do is lift, your heart can just be in shambles. Like, so don't pretend like that's like the cure all in the way that people do it. Most people aren't optimized in the gym. You're not doing exercises for holistic health. You're not even stretching.
Life extending shit.
You're probably not even stretching.
Niggas hate stretching. Yeah, you're right.
Like
oh my God, yeah.
Like I started going to the gym consistently again last year, June-ish. And I got a personal trainer because I wanted to do stuff right because I hadn't been in the gym in so long. And she was pushing me to stretch and do this stuff. And I realized like I hadn't fucking for real stretched at that point in like years, in like a crazy amount of time.
It's so easy like to not. Yeah.
And like the stuff that I could do, she was like, "You're doing like typical like man shit in the gym, aren't you?" She was like, "You can bench press a lot." She was like, "You're very back dominant." I couldn't run worth for shit. I can run a little bit now. I couldn't
body
run
was
worth for
basically
shit.
falling apart.
She was like, "You are just a person that can like move packages." So like a lot of men go into the gym with that mentality. So you're definitely not scaving off like the worst things of, you know, like health, especially as we age and like certain things just accrue a little bit differently. But even if you were like the gym is not going to check your thyroid gland. For example, the
Nope.
gym is not going to Eddie's point, check you for testicular cancer. The gym is not going to. You can be in very good shape and run, and because of the way
Your
Black
teeth?
people's,
For what? Like, come on.
I mean, they don't check
That's a
my
different
teeth at
doctor,
an
but
annual
still.
physical. Yeah, but I
No,
do.
but you gotta go to- you
do
gotta-
the same
okay.
thing. Yeah,
Addendum.
I do the same thing.
Get your
I go
fucking
to
teeth
both.
checked at least yearly, dog. Like
Yes.
people's teeth is falling out of their fucking head.
Get your teeth checked annually. Go to the eye doctor. I'm very happy that
Oh,
states
shit.
are making
Should I
niggas
be
go
going
to
to the eye doctor regularly?
Yes, you should go to the eye doctor.
Specifically go for my eyes, not like the regular doctor.
Yes,
Holds up two
specifically go to an optometrist because they'll
Oh my
check
God.
like your.
I've never
your
been to one of
nerves
them
and like all that
shits.
kind of shit. Yeah, you should definitely go.
Okay, Black men go to the optometrist. Cool.
In
Good to
a
know.
lot of
Shit.
in a lot of states, it's required now. So for example, my
What you
state,
mean required?
for license renewal, you have to get an eye
Oh,
exam.
right. Okay, got you. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's 1984.
Yeah, so I go to
But I like it.
when I go to the eye doctor, they're like, oh, you got to get your license or your tag renewed this year. I'm like, absolutely, and they're like, yeah, you got to get this paper anyway. So you want us to just get you a notarized copy of this so you can take it to the the DMV or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So there's a whole lot of stuff that the gym, even if you do it well, which most people don't, that the gym is not going to keep you out of. So that diet alone probably won't keep you out of long term. So just go ahead and make that appointment, bro.
Hold on, shout out Kova. Well said, Black man doctor. Come on, our life expectancy is fucking in the goddamn dumps and shit. And it's not about blaming or vilifying us or anything like that. But we can. Ain't nobody coming to save us. Is my screen still sharing? Hold on, share. Trying to show you all this Captain Durag shit that's that Kova just sent me. Oh, damn, my shit is frozen.
And to Eddie's point, while you're bringing that up, I will say that basically, so Black men have very low life expectancy. So like if you look at life expectancy in the States, especially for our international viewers, Black men and Native men are going to be at the bottom of basically every metric that you can think of as a metric, other than the ones that are very specific to Black women and Native women, which are things like sexual violence things and of that matter. But when you look at like health specific things, not related to again things that are specifically female, Black men, Native men at the bottom. And a lot of that is not a lot of it, all of it is structural. Even the things that we can like kind of think about on an individual basis and kind of fight against fairly easily, with some careful planning, even if you're poor, even if you're dead, like a lot of stuff doesn't really cost a lot of money, but everything costs a lot of time. So all of that kind of stuff is built around us structurally. So I would say that for people who have this bias against like doctors and like can't do this or can't do that, like I get it. It's not your fault. All of that was structurally imposed upon us. At some point, to Eddie's point, we got to realize that all of this is structural and that nobody's going to like save us but us. So I think we need to work within community and kind of build ourselves up together, because I also don't think that it should always be an individual thing, because that gets really bootstrappy. But just make sure that like you're leaning on whatever community that you have and taking advantage of whatever resources that we have while we have them, and do what you can, as best you can, but not going to the doctor, when you have the option, to do so based on your resources and your means shouldn't be a thing. And now Captain Durag.
Yeah. 100%. And now we bring you Captain Durag to access the Discord. So if your Discord should be connected to your YouTube or your Patreon account, and if you do, as soon as you join as a member of our digital community, you'll automatically get added to Discord as soon as you open up it on your phone or your desktop. If that's not happening, make sure that it's connected to your account where you have your membership with us. If it still doesn't work, just shoot us a DM on Instagram and we'll send you a direct like invite link. Also, shout out to the Canadian Mandem Greece. We appreciate it. Wait, do I have my kazoo? Do I have my kazoo since we don't have Josh here with the soundboard? Sorry, my kazoo is fucked up. Yeah, honestly, I feel like any of those, like Captain Durag or any kind of like I don't know what you might call it, like sort of ratchet core, like surreal concepts, like The Adventures of Black Jesus or whatever that one was, or Black Dynamite, sort of like neo blaxploitation shit. And I guess this is like a children's to some extent. It may yeah. Yeah, I think it's fair to say it's a children's sub group of that. It's like, yeah, it's fine as long as somebody black is in charge of it. Ultra woke Disney. Oh, this is from New York Post, which is Nazis. Ultra woke Disney's latest effort at diversity is dividing fans who ripped the Tone Deaf Network for pushing a black superhero wearing a do-rag. His do-rag doubles as his oh shit and covers his what are you mad at? The upper portion of his face like a mask with his eyes leaking through. The fabric hair covering is primarily associated with the black community.
It's just giving me Luke Cage dabbing vibes.
Oh, did Luke Cage dab in the Netflix show?
Yeah. That was one of that was like the the quintessential shot of when everybody was like, who was the niggas that's writing this? Like so I bring it up to the context of your point.
I always hated that damn show.
I do like stuff like, conceptually I like Black Jesus. Black Jesus was not funny, but yeah, Black Dynamite I love, for example. So I do think there's a place for that. But yeah, definitely Boondocks. I think there's a place for that, but I think that it needs a very specific writing team, and I feel like this conceptually feels like the Luke Cage writing team, and that was an all black writing team. That was black people in their writers' room. It was just
I was so shocked.
They were like
so shocked that black people
like they were
Cage.
It was like old people trying to be like hip with the kids. Like that's what
him. Yeah, which this is what I think I loved about. And again, I've said this over and over and over on this podcast. Black Lightning is what Luke Cage thought it was, and I think that part of that is because Black Lightning just leaned into we're old black people writing black superheroes. So all the kids are just punks who need to pull their pants up, and it's like that makes sense because the hero is 50. So you make the world one that makes sense for him. What Luke Cage is like a 45-year-old man who doesn't say nigga. Like him dabbing makes no sense. Like if you're gonna have him be that character, have him just be old. Why are you trying to make him old but young and cool? Make him 45. Also, honestly, the not saying nigga thing they should have just took out. That I think it just made him too much of a woke scold, like, or not even, I don't even know what the word for that is. Like it made him too hard to write.
I agree.
So
on all points. Yeah.
But Kova's saying that he likes the show. So I'm I honestly I don't have any issue with it. It's like Fat Albert. Like literally one of the characters has like a beanie that his eyes are poked through. It's like, yeah, that's fine. It's a funny little character. SpongeBob has square pants. It's the only reason I think it even looks literally no, think about it. Think about this for a second, right?
And they say SpongeBob has square pants. That was great. That was great. Oh my god!
I don't even know why. Yeah, I really meant that seriously. I didn't even realize that was gonna be anything funny. But in the same vein, Captain Underwear or Underpants or whatever the fuck his name is, like it's very common to make a comedic children's superhero based on a strange article of clothing. It happens many times.
Doug and Quail Man.
So if you're gonna
what I mean,
say again.
Or rather, Quail Man and Doug. Like the
belt. Exactly. I was thinking about Quail Man. He's got a belt on his head and underwear on top of his shorts. But I think that because the do-rag is so clearly and exclusively black, now it's something strange, But it's like, yeah, if you have a guy who's wearing pants, which is like pretty exclusively, or not exclusively, but it's male coded, that's not an issue. But if you have a black character whose identity is around a fucking article of clothing they happen to wear in a funny way, I don't know, because if you had Captain Sombrero, I don't know, that shit might be racist. I don't know where the line is. But it has
to be
very
one,
common for heroes.
Yeah, it has to
Yeah.
be a line, but I'm not sure where it is either. Like, I don't think this crosses it. I'm kind of just like, it's like I feel like it just has to be written in a way where like it doesn't. It has to be aware of itself. You know what I mean? I think it has to,
Mm.
you know, be what it is, kind of on the nose, for it to work. But it's also like a
You
children's
think
show,
so?
so who cares? You know?
That's what I was saying, because I feel like for a children's show you have to play it straight. You want to kind of avoid the meta. Like SpongeBob 100% did the meta, but those were winks to the adult audience or the adults that these children would later be. I think if you're going to do Captain Durag, you just have his durag getting in the way of things, and little funny shit like that. Like, you don't go, "Hey, isn't it so silly that I wear my underwear outside?" It's like, the point is that I'm a silly superhero for children.
And you could be a silly
little
superhero.
butt jokes.
Yeah, and I think specifically with this one, why I think that I think you're right on this one is because it's the Disney Junior channel, right? Because like SpongeBob was on like Nickelodeon in like prime time, where like I was old enough to
more
understand
like
like those jokes.
tweens.
Yeah,
Okay. Not full Ren and Stimpy though, right?
It definitely wasn't full Ren and Stimpy. Like Ren and Stimpy was on like
yeah.
a different network, but like SpongeBob came on and like in like the good spot for like an 11-year-old. Like I was like SpongeBob is our era of show. Like I kind of always forget that because I thought that I was too mature for SpongeBob when SpongeBob came in. But like SpongeBob is an our era like appropriate show. And you know, I distinctly remember being old enough to have caught those kind of things and would have like enjoyed like a smarter like show. But I think this subverts that paradigm by being a Disney Junior show.
No, that makes sense. Let me see what else we got in here.
Or maybe it doesn't. Like, I like Bluey. Bluey is for the whole.
I've never watched Bluey. And people are obsessed with it because I think it's from over here. Like, I think it's an Australian show or some shit like that, or British or something.
Now Bluey goes hard, man. My nephews be wanting to watch bullshit, and I'd be like,
it's about a single dad and his children.
Yeah, I'm like, we can split the difference on this shit, and we can just put Bluey on, and they're like, okay, bet, and I'm like, okay, got you,
got you.
Everybody's having fun now.
Okay. Yeah, watch it. I haven't watched TV with show you done figures and shit like that, but I haven't been like, oh, I gotta hang with these kids for long enough that I'm like, all right, let's put something on the TV. Yeah, maybe I'll check out Bluey. Shit, I always hear stuff. Is my shit lagging, by the way? Because my computer is like fucking struggling right now for some reason.
It is, at least on my end, but I didn't know if that was me or you.
Yeah, and I think that's me. Let me see what's going on here. Give me a split second. I'm just gonna refresh my shit. If our guest comes in, then just pour him a drink and tell him hello. Just a moment.
Yeah, man. So now Eddie's going. I'm just gonna shoot the shit, man. You know, like what's the deal with airline food type shit. We Bare Bears is actually like, that's just kind of too sad for me, man. Like I gotta be in the mood to watch that. Like, it's not the episodes where it's them doing adult bear shit, but when it does those flashback episodes where it talks about them like in their childhood, that shit is always immensely sad to me. And I think it's because I might be like projecting like the trauma of my childhood into that shit, but I'm like this is like triggering me right now, and this is a cartoon. So I might be projecting some shit onto that. So I don't know if kids are catching that shit, but I love the show. I'm glad it is. I think they do that stuff really well, but I just can't fucking like watch that shit all the time. Top animes all time. because that might be tough. That might take me a minute. All time. If I'm taking nostalgia out of it, because I have a very strict criteria for what I think a good anime is. So in my opinion, like a good anime is an anime that a non-anime person can watch and fall in love with it. So I'm gonna go Cowboy Bebop. I think that's like the blueprint for like a anime that you can like give somebody and it stands on its own merit. You don't have to be an anime head to like Cowboy Bebop. And this is no order, so I'm gonna go Cowboy Bebop. And then there are individual seasons of shows that I like. I still maintain that the first season of Promise Neverland is some of the best shit that I've ever seen from an anime.
Story wise, where would you
Story-wise.
like? What kind of like where would you compare it to? Because I'm a not like I like animes that are not for usual for anime like for normies type shit. So I love Death Note. I like the Studio Ghibli shit to some extent. I like
Promise
I love
Neverland.
their pace.
Yeah, Promise Neverland season 1 is an anime for normies, for like for sure. Berserk, again, is really good.
I still have the book over here on the shelf, but I still have not fully cracked it.
This one does get really personal, and it's because I'm a really big MMO guy, but I actually fucking love Sword Art Online. I know I'm gonna get some heat for that shit. But I love Sword Art Online, especially the first 2 seasons. I think were really good. I think it got weirder and weirder, but like even then, there were like some really like key moments that I thought were clutch. I have to say DBZ because DBZ was my intro to anime. Like DBZ was kind of like intro. I love Gundam. I struggle to name my favorite Gundam series. The normie in me wants to say Gundam Wing. But it was kind of weird and off base. I think it will probably be a tie between kind of Gundam Wing, Gundam 8th MS Team, because I thought it was weird, off the beaten path, all terrestrial combat, a really like cool one-off kind of love story kind of situation. Really good to me. And I love G Gundam. And then if I had to do like honorable mentions,
this is a top 5. How many is this?
I think I've done 5. But if I had to do honorable mention, because I was going to do honorable mention, which is why I'm pretty sure I've done 5. Honorable mention, I'd probably say Yu Yu Hakusho, because again, that was like my first like I'm really into anime kind of thing. So when they stopped showing those on basic cable when I was in like late high school, like I was buying those. Like I remember going to stores like every like Wednesday when those came out to buy them, just so I could still see that shit. So like I still have like a full like collection of all of the episodes. All what was it, like 100 and somebody keep me honest, but it's like 114, 115 episodes. I have all of them. So yeah, that would be like my top 5, and then like my honorable mention.
Lur was good.
What's happening?
Top 5 anime. No honorable mentions.
First of all, excuse my tardiness. I do apologize.
Oh man, you tardy as hell. I wasn't gonna say shit. Jesus Christ, it's like you an hour late, man. What happened? You get into a car crash?
First of all, my basement is flooded, so
natural disaster.
It just happened like 2 days ago. So my HDMI and shit was on the floor, so it wasn't connected. So I had to go figure out how to set this fucking camera up, and it's just a lot going on. So I was running around the fucking house trying to find old cords that I had and all that. But I apologize.
Damn,
I'm here. Appreciate y'all for
we're glad to have you. Even if your shoes are wet, it's all right. We're glad to have you.
If I could put this camera down, it's a puddle in the middle of my basement floor right now.
Why is your basement wet? What happened? What's going on?
So the
can we help?
I have a garage, like a car garage right here. So I guess it's water in there now. I don't know how the fuck it got in there, but we had a snowstorm. I don't know if it melted and went in there, it rained, leaked something, but it's coming strictly from that one wall into my floor. Nowhere else, but it's like slowly leaking into the floor. So Man,
That's horror movie shit. Jesus Christ.
And you see me sweating. I was trying to dab myself up before I got the hell on camera, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome
It's
everybody to
Nick
Waving the
Family.
Red Flag.
Yes.
It's the #1 dating and natural disaster podcast in the universe. It's your boy Eddie. It's Alvin. Josh is currently away. Cleaning his various guns that he's now collected. Instead, we got Lur Stevens. Come
What's up,
through.
man? Yeah,
Much
should I
appreciated.
stream this to my audience? It's giving me an option.
I was gonna say 100%. Yeah, if in the upper right hand corner you can do add destination, and we'll stream to everywhere. Yeah.
All right, so let me
Bring your folks in here.
Let me do that right now. But y'all were talking about anime before I got in here.
Yeah, it was top 5 animes, I think, and and an honorable mention if you want to.
I'll be honest, I do not watch anime, but I respect it.
Man, thank you.
I respect
you.
the
I feel like
gangster of anime. I don't watch. And if I start naming anime, y'all gonna be like, this nigga's a poser. So
I just named very
Naruto.
normie. I just named very normie anime from like my favorites. Like I could get into like some other ones, but I feel like so here again, I went through that a little bit before you came on and when Eddie was on hiatus just a moment ago. But one of my criteria for like a top tier anime is that it has to transcend anime community. Because there's a lot of stuff that like the anime community loves. And I'm like, if it was really that good, it would transcend that, which is why I think
it would leave that crowd, is what you're saying.
Exactly. So like if literally everybody knows what Attack on Titan is because like
I've heard of that too.
Community. Yeah.
What's the shit? One Piece. I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Is
People
that
keep
anime?
trying to get me to watch that bullshit. No, thank you.
You're not feeling it?
I'm not an anime guy, which is a huge struggle because I'm also not a sports guy. So I get a lot of bullying in the black community.
You have to pick one. You got to pick one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like neither one of them shits. And those are pretty much the two like nigga hobbies that you can have. So it's quite a battle. It's quite a battle.
It's very nigga hobby-esque.
But I
sports,
appreciate
man.
you saying. Say again.
Say why you don't like sports?
Man, it's a
Like it's
okay. So
meaningless.
it's two reasons. One, I don't understand the plot. I don't understand what they're doing or why they're doing it. It confuses me. Two, I didn't get into it early, so I only really started running around like once I was grown. And so now the storylines of all these sports don't make any sense. I don't understand why it's so serious that they get the ball from this side. I don't know why they're wearing. I don't know what's going on.
So you got the best.
I wasn't culturated.
You have the best time now because you can just pick a team at this point. Like you can you can just pick teams and you ain't have to suffer years of pain with that team. You could just be fresh.
Just jump in anywhere.
You just
This
jump
nigga
in.
That's
can
a
just
good
be
ass
a
point.
Chiefs fan. This nigga can just be a Chiefs fan. This nigga
You
can just
do
be
that
like
if
I've
you want. You can
Honestly,
do that.
riding
I
with Pat
think that's-
Mahomes forever.
Okay, who should I? Because I feel like I'm forming an adult male identity like just now.
Right.
And so like first of all, I've been picking weird sports. Like I've been playing
have been
squash
picking
and rock climbing and shit like that because I don't know what to do. If I'm trying to like crash course rapid get into regular sports, which team should I be for each? Y'all just tell me which teams to go for, and I'll pick those.
I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm from Philly. I'm going Eagles, man. Like, you can't.
That's
some Homer shit.
football?
That's some Homer shit. Nah. Eagles done. It's
no
done.
Eagles.
It's
No
done.
Eagles.
You saying it's a wrap for us?
It's a wrap.
Always
lost-
Sunny always talks
lost
about him, so I
mine.
thought that was a
Window
going to pick.
closed.
The window's not. We
Damn.
got like 2 more years to do something. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. But I keep faith though. I've been with this team since the terrible seasons, the mid seasons. So it's like I'm gonna always keep the faith. But I think Eddie, you got a lot of black quarterbacks to pick from too. You got a lot of options out here. I wish that I could pick a team at this age, but I'm already embedded into my team from Fab.
I'm in a good position.
You're in a
That
great
is such a
position,
good.
bro.
You made a great point.
I hate my black quarterback. So like pick one of the good ones. Just be a
Yo,
Lamar.
who's black quarterback?
Just hit Lamar Jackson and just ride with it. I'm a Panthers fan. So
Okay. I was about to say so Cam Newton, but my fault. I don't be keeping up with y'all niggas like that. Shout out to the Panthers though, man.
nigga, we made the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, listen, I fucks with y'all, but I ain't fucks with
we
y'all.
won the division this year. Shit.
But y'all ain't getting no ring no time soon.
We are not. We are
And
horrible.
you know
football team.
that.
We are a horrible football team.
Yeah, you know that. So come join me. Me and Eddie, you. We're all gonna be Eagles fans come next season.
Fuck it. I'm
try,
game.
Just try it. Eddie, you in another country, nigga?
Yeah.
Can I say nigga on here?
Yeah, you can say all the words. You just can't say any of the C words,
Okay.
and you can't say a nigga with a hard R. That's the only 3 words you can't
copy.
say.
All right, cool. I'm glad you told me that because I like a good ER. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, bro. It's actually the reason I even have that as a rule is because it's happened so many times on this podcast.
It's a good word.
that we keep getting shit demonetized.
Okay, copy. My fault. You will not lose any money tonight. You're podding good. Good pods.
Bro, every time we have FD on, or Dom for that matter, it's always just hard ER is going constantly. So
have y'all heard about this guy? Wait, are y'all running through topics? Because I'm just kind of talking.
Hold on.
I mean, look, we can hit hit stuff, but I know how y'all do it.
Yeah, have you heard about this guy named Mr. Good Beds in Philly?
Wait, sorry, real quick. Alvin had what?
Is it mic feedback or is that me?
Oh yeah, Lur, your mic is crazy. Something's going on.
Okay.
It's like deep fried.
Before we get too deep into it.
Let
No,
me
yeah, good
try
catch.
to fix the settings on here. And let's see. Okay, that there. What about now?
Yeah, that's much
You
better.
gotta say more words.
Yo, check. We in the building. We in effect.
Okay,
better?
there we go. Do you DJ?
Damn,
Are you a
I'm
DJ as well?
fucking up tonight. I'm fucking up. You know what I'm saying? It's the flood.
Really?
It's
Honestly,
not me. It's
Yeah.
the flood, man.
do you
no,
have
I
another
am-
light? Because I feel like also you like half your face is in. But I
Yeah,
want to give you extra tasks.
I ain't gonna lie. I put the light is right on my face. To be honest, I'm gonna move it. I was trying to get sexy for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to look real HD.
You got to have the 2-tone light to do sexy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
we
listen,
like
man.
sexy on this podcast.
Yo, we working with a flood right now. I can't give y'all too sexy.
I feel that. I'm
basic.
sorry. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We go basic.
sexy in a flood is not. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, refugee
Those
sexy
words
is
don't
crazy.
go together. But no, I was asking, did y'all hear about the guy named Mr. Good Beds in Philly?
Nah, what's he do?
So yeah, I don't know if y'all on TikTok or not, but he's like this guy that he's a kind of a creepy old head who only dates like younger women. He's probably like 50 at this point. He actually
Okay.
sells
How young?
beds.
Mhm.
I think over the legal age, maybe 18 plus.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
is
know. This
crazy.
nigga-
Yeah.
I don't know.
maybe it's insane.
He's a creeper, so you never
Okay,
know.
he's a pedophile. Maybe
He might be a PDF.
pedophile-ish.
He might be. He
Okay,
might
yeah.
be that. But he dates women. He went viral on TikTok recently, but he's always been like viral in Philly, where like they were speaking about a lot of women was coming out saying they was victims of this guy, and a lot of people was kind of combating that, asking like, why would y'all be fucking this dude? You feel what I'm saying? But I want y'all to look into this story because I should have sent it earlier. But his name is Mr. Good Beds. He actually sells beds.
Okay, he's like a mattress store owner or some shit.
He's like a mattress store dude. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
such a creepy ass job. That's like one of
It
the
is.
top 10 creepiest fucking jobs.
It is. Yes, furniture sales.
That and like mortician. Yeah.
Mortician, yeah, or a male gynecologist. Male gynecologist is a little creepy.
I think
It's a
that
little
depends
bit.
on how attractive you are. I agree, but I think that comes down to how attractive you are.
I agree. You can't be.
I
You
think
can't
that
be
was kind
ugly.
of creepy.
I
That
think
was-
that's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying?
So you got to be medium ugly.
No, me. Oh, wait. Are you saying too attractive is more creepy as a gynecologist?
I think so.
I could see that. I see
think
what
so.
you're saying.
I think so.
Yeah, because it's like, why did you volunteer for this? You thought that you could get a little bit extra off the top.
Exactly. It's like the
Little
niggas.
weird.
It's like the niggas who do the massages. You know, like the sensual massages.
It's hoe behavior
It's
a
whole
little
behavior.
bit.
Is exactly.
I
whole
see what you're
behavior.
saying.
Because that's
Yeah,
very,
you're right. You're right.
It's very intimate.
Yeah, moisturizing and being a gynecologist as a male, that's some creep performative shit. Yeah.
Moisturizing is insane to add to that category.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because I feel like if you moisturize as a guy, you're thinking about the female gaze. And if
Right.
if you're gazing inside of a female and thinking about her gaze, crazy. That's creep shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I ain't gonna lie. But you gotta, as a man, we gotta stop just moisturizing the parts that can be seen. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
We
where
gotta
are the
get-
hidden parts that we need to moisturize?
Ass,
Like your back, like
your
shit.
back, your back.
Back is very important. Back is very
Very
important.
important. 'Cause
That's
you
a hard one to get though.
How you get it though? That you got to get it. You got to go under with that one.
Mhm.
So what I do is I do the under and over, and there's there's like a section on my back. That's just it's calcified. 1990s,
Right.
just
So
it's a
you
rock
grabbing,
there
you
'cause
grabbing
it's
both,
very
you grabbing hand to hand from the back like this.
Yeah, so I'm moisturizing like this, and then I'm doing over on this arm,
Okay.
and then under on this arm,
Okay.
and then try and get them as close as possible.
I can guarantee that you're missing spots. I can guarantee.
You would win that guarantee. You would be making money off that guarantee. Wait, what's your technique? Because I know I got to be more flexible than you.
My technique is terrible. That you just call yourself more flexible than me. That's kind of crazy. You don't know how.
Yeah, I know. Did I insult myself just then? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
you don't know how flexible I can get. You understand? You don't
okay.
know.
You don't know what
so
levels
you can
of
reach
You
you
don't know
can
what
reach
levels
your
of
own back.
flexibility this nigga has achieved at work. You just like jump into.
I feel like I've got a guess, but all right, fair enough. Can you? All right,
kinda
can
racist
you
if you
touch
think
the floor?
I can def. You know what's funny? I just recorded a video at the studio where I asked these niggas, can y'all touch y'all toes? And nobody would do it. I can.
You can. Okay, I apologize. I didn't realize.
I used to be able to. This is pause. I used to be able to do a split, and when I was about 15.
Which way? Like this
Oh, no,
way, or like Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I was going straight out.
You was doing. That's actually why.
Listen.
I just. In what context were you even using that ability?
I'm gonna give you the context. I was actually.
I'm sorry. Just the image of you going, "Hey guys."
I was in karate. I was in karate class, which is even crazier.
You're a karatist.
I was a karate student, and that was like a thing. Used to get a badge for it. It was like some sort of badge on your thing for being able to do a split, and I really wanted it. Not sure why I wanted it that bad, but I got it.
Okay, so can you still do karate and shit? Like, can you do nunchucks and chops and flips and shit?
I don't even know if I can still fight. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
It
hasn't been tested.
That's okay. Well, yeah, it's not. You shouldn't, as a grown man. You shouldn't fight. Just shoot people. That's
man.
Yeah, but also like they don't want you shooting nobody, even when you got a legal gun. They don't want you defending yourself.
Alvin was telling me that
you damn near gotta
very
die.
very hard.
You have to like die first to get a clear shot and not go to jail. At this point,
might gotta add like batarangs or some shit, like smoke bombs or some shit like that. I don't know, a taser.
And people think, because I was having this conversation with some folks where they were like, "Well, what about castle doctrine?" I was like, it's not as clear as you think. No. There's a really good video, and I was telling you about this guy James Reeves. He's a lawyer, but also like a gun YouTuber, and he does like breakdowns of like the legal, ongoing surrounding like Second Amendment and like all that kind of stuff. But effectively, if you shoot somebody in self-defense and it's like very clear-cut self-defense, you're probably gonna, not do no time, but you're probably gonna still have to defend yourself legally. Like that's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so they want you. I feel like you might go to jail for a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, you might, for real. You
might sit in jail while they're, because as I've learned about having my, my license and all that, if somebody turn their back and run a bit, and you shoot, even in the heat of the moment where you still feel like your life is in danger.
Sorry, hold on. Can we back up a little? Wait a second. Is this a scenario that you've either been in or are thinking about, that somebody turned tail, ran a little bit, and you're still in the heat of the moment and still shooting them?
No, my adrenaline is up. I might have been shooting and he turned around and then they like one of the bullets to shoot it back. Now I'm doing 10 years.
So he's doing this, and you're like, just in case, I got to keep firing into this man's spinal cord.
He's trying to lotion his back, and I'm on him.
He's trying to lotion his back.
That's insane. That's crazy. Wait, I'm just imagining him shooting a guy who's like, I give up, I surrender. He's like, hey, look, it was the heat of the moment. I had to shoot you 37 times. I didn't know what you could have done with those two hands.
See, it's like if somebody breaks in your house and like they bust the door open, but you already got your gun out and you shoot, but they seen you and they turn around and they try to retreat and you shot them. It's like you still going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'll give you this. You can shoot somebody in the back after they've already committed a crime to you personally, and they've taken no more than 2.5 steps. Anything past that, that's insane. That's moving into white people territory.
Did you make these laws up yourself?
Look, don't look it up, but it's a law.
I'm about to say, yeah, because you're gonna get us locked up. for sure.
Look,
Not-
I'm talking
not me.
morally. I'm talking morally, not
We're talking about morally
legally.
versus the,
I'm talking
morally
about
versus
morally.
law.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow the law.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, easy. If that was the option, because it just seemed like you were really struggling with not shooting people in the back.
You know what? We gotta bring bats back. I just got a bat too, just in case. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice metal bat that I found,
Good idea.
and I'm gonna start busting niggas' heads open with that.
Metal bat. I like. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. I saw that video of that lady saying you're supposed to put a sock on the end of it
Oh yeah,
so that
really?
they don't take it away from you.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
It's like a trick because the first time you swing it, they might grab it.
Yeah.
And then now you're maybe wrestling over a bat. You put a sock on the end of it. Boom. They grab it. That hurts a little bit. You
Yeah.
pull it back. Now they got a sock in their hand, so they're distracted. Boom. Knock them
I tell
again.
you what, I'm not grabbing no bat out of a nigga hands that's trying to beat me with a bat. I'm running
Really?
away. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Because if I
Yeah.
swing the shit
We-
at you, if I'm trying to do damage, like I'm just gonna fucking break your hand.
Yeah.
That's
No matter
I'm
what.
saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
like what are we talking about?
Grabbing it is a movie thing. That's a movie.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Eddie
But,
watches
but also, oh, come on, don't you were into the idea initially.
I
Don't
was,
try and
I
fucking
was.
reverse teams. You shut the fuck up. This nigga trying to reverse teams on it.
Started
Get the
fun.
fuck out of here.
I changed my
But
opinion.
first of all, it was a woman, so that's advice for her, because she's not swinging with as much force as Alvin would be. And two,
what are you trying to say?
Yeah, how about that?
What are you trying to say?
Look, I still think that you're quite demure and you're beautiful as a person. Like, I'm not saying you're any less dainty than her, Alvin. I didn't mean to insult you. But I do
World
think
class
that, like,
deflection. Good job.
yeah, you like that.
That's why you're A
But I
Mike.
feel like
That's why you're A Mike.
yeah, you got to do it. Yo, look, let's talk about something else. Do y'all want to talk about how sleeping with too many women makes it hard to fall in love?
Niggas start going, 50-50, who pays the bills?
Yeah.
$200 dates, man. $200 dates. Let's bring it
Yeah.
back. Let's bring it back.
You know why people love $200 date
UK US. What's up?
It's a really stupid conversation. But
Which one?
The $200 date shit, because I've actually I have, but dates don't really cost like $200 like that anyway. So it's like it's kind of a stupid conversation.
I run them at a profit, as I've often said. Yeah,
Yeah.
I walk away with more money if I can.
That's insane. You doing pimp shit.
I mean, I don't believe in pimping. You know what I mean? But I do believe
You
in
don't gotta
capitalism
believe in
sometimes.
pimping the pimp. You don't got to believe.
That's some
you
iceberg
gotta
shit right
achieve.
there. You ain't got to believe in pimping the pimp.
You ain't got to believe.
Damn. If Jay Shetty was a pimp, you don't got to believe it to do it.
You got to believe it.
Shit. Yeah, no, I've never $200 day. I don't know. All of those conversations feel like they're about a specific subculture that I've not been in.
Yeah.
Like it's which in Atlanta, like there's a particular brand of like rich black folks in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That I think that's for. To where it's like maybe that actually does make sense. Like I remember Jesse Eisenberg in some movie, he was like, I'm a doctor. I'm a cardiac surgeon. I make $400,000 a year. In everywhere else on the planet, except for this small little block in New York,
Yeah.
I'm a rich man. And his wife was like, it's not good enough. So I feel like it's one of those combos.
I think that a lot of the times these conversations are reiterated because podcasting is not new anymore. You know, it's kind of getting aged a bit. So a lot of these conversations have been had 500,000 times over platforms that we've heard, and most of them we've never heard, but they're being reiterated because sometimes people get on air and they just go, especially when it's like a certain archetype of person, and I won't get racist and shit. It's really nothing else.
You can get racist. It's okay.
I'm a little racist when
It's a
it's
safe
like
space. It's a safe space.
because it requires me to go ER, so I'm not going to do it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Do it in Pig Latin.
I can't do it in Pig Latin. That's some old head ass shit. Yeah. Cursive in Pig
Wait,
Latin.
Pig Latin is?
That's some
It
old.
is. Pig Latin is 100% some old head shit.
Yeah, that's my mom
I
generation.
did not. Well, I mean, we are old heads, but I didn't realize.
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
No, I
Like,
know.
whatever. You know.
But no, I think it's the same reiterated conversations because podcasting is becoming an age thing now, so people don't have too much shit to talk about. There's a lot of things to talk about, but those are easy clip things to talk about that will get people amped up about some shit,
If you're
or they
doing
just kind
gender
of say it in
wars
different. They say it in
specifically,
different
yeah.
ways, like different verbiage.
Yeah. It's a lot. I was listening to, it's all kind of weird shit. I was listening to Trevor Noah and Cleo Abrams talk about just aliens and shit like, and quantum computers and AI taking over the world and shit like that. I feel like it's a bunch of fun little weird bullshit to talk about. So
yeah. But when your algorithm look like mine, and I don't know why I look like that, it's changing. It's all like a bunch of bullshit, and but I don't be on the internet too much. I'm always on YouTube. Like I'm a YouTube guy, so I'm always watching random ass. What's the weirdest thing y'all watch on YouTube, or some shit that people be like, "What the hell is that?"
I feel like it'll be like weird ambient background, just visual shit. Is definitely like this weird shit that I watch, like just some weird cartoon from 1912 in France or whatever, just to play in the background. It's good. It's like it's good mood music when you got company over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So are they silent? Is it silent cartoons?
Nah, but like it depends. Like they're not silent, and they'll have some weird ass old timey whatever music or some synth wave or some weird shit on top of it. But a lot of times I'll just mute it and play other music.
Somebody said YouTube is on the internet, bro. Sorry, Pastor Joint Pods. I know that.
Yeah, it is. The YouTube is actually stored on the internet.
I meant to say social media. And actually, YouTube is in the encyclopedia, so you should get the same version I got, by the way. How about you?
I'm actually looking. I actually went to look at my homepage and on YouTube to kind of figure this out, and I'm pretty cookie cutter, man. It's like a smattering of tech videos, news, like political shit, John Oliver. I like stationery. That's probably the weirdest shit ever. Like I have like a really big thing with pens, notebooks.
Oh yeah.
Type shit. That's actually probably the weirdest thing on here.
What is this?
Like what is intersection? Like pens and paper and cardstock and erasers and whiteout and staplers and shit like that.
What is it? Just flying across the screen? I'm confused. What are you talking about? What do they do?
No, so like I went to my homepage and like what was on there. Okay. I just scrolled down and I was like, what are the categories of things that I would see? So it was a lot of tech stuff. It was sports stuff. It was political stuff. And then I was like, oh, there's like Japanese stationery, like YouTube videos here. So that was probably the weirdest thing.
I think that I enjoy watching. I like watching shit that make me angry towards white people a lot on YouTube. So whatever documentary,
good for it at the same time.
Yeah, whatever documentary is like this black person that's been forgot about, or how blacks did this, or this, that, and the third. I'm on that, And the one weird thing I guess I've been watching lately is niggas play one-on-one basketball. I'm not sure why that came across my algorithm, but I've been watching it. It's very intense. It's fucking exciting, to be honest.
Is it just like regular niggas playing it?
No, it's not regular niggas. It's like regular niggas, but it's not, because it's like a couple leagues that have views and shit, and they travel and all that. So it's like, it ain't like my nigga Pookie up the block and I'm watching him on his phone, but it's like leagues of people playing one-on-one basketball. And I don't know why, because I don't even play basketball, but I just feel like I can relate a little bit. You feel what I'm saying?
I was fucking with the Unrivaled 1v1 shit this
year.
What
shit like that. That's what I'm talking.
That shit was kind of legit.
The girls, right?
Yeah,
that was that shit better than the NBA.
For real.
WNBA, excuse me, not better than the NBA.
I knew exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you know where I was going, but that shit. I don't know if it's the lights. They got the lights out in that bitch. I don't know if it's, I don't know what they got going on, but it's way better than the WNBA. And they were talking. Somebody said like AN1. No, AN1 is, that's from their comments. AN1 is older, but like what's the boy named Devontae Friga? It'd be a couple niggas on there that Ball is Life. They got a league, like little shit like that. But yeah,
Ball don't stop. They do them pro-ams, like that shit be kind of yeah,
it's hard. But the WNBA, speaking of that, is a couple of them. Every WNBA player has to like play overseas on the off season because their salary is like that of a FedEx worker.
Unless they got the endorsements, so
But do they have to? Because a FedEx worker employee, you can live with that. Like,
you can live with that, but like if you in the WNBA, like nigga, you should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's hard to justify it because I don't know how much money they bringing in. But
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Because
they should be getting the correct ratio and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just like, we got to bring back working class. Like, we got to bring back working class creatives. Like, every rapper is not gonna make millions. There's some rappers that they make $40,000 a year, and it's like that's a great income. Like, you make a livable-ish wage on what you do. Like,
so
cool.
No, but okay. So I think people look at the way the WNBA is, well, the fact that they play overseas different, right? So it's like if I'm here and I make 80 grand, right? But then I go over there and I play something and I can make 200 grand. It's not, yeah, I'm just still gonna do that shit. Like, it doesn't matter if like what I'm making in the WNBA is like a living wage or like if that's good or whatever. It's like, you telling me I can go over there and make 250 grand. I'm gonna go over there and make 250 grand.
And that's fine, yeah. Because people do that all the time. Like people because I'm in Australia, people like literally Americans who flunk out of the fucking American system, they come and play over here, make crazy money, live like stars. They would never make it in America, which doesn't mean that they're not incredible athletes.
Yeah.
Same thing with Japan.
Amazing.
It's like, yeah, you just go somewhere else and go where your skill works. I think
but a lot of them are getting like 30, like 40,000. You know what I'm saying? Like a $40,000 salary type shit.
I think
what kind of hours are they working?
30.
What kind of hours? That's a good point. Somebody said they only play 30 games. I didn't know that.
Oh shit, bro! If you making $40,000 a year and you're off half the year, I don't know how long basketball seasons are, but if you're off half the year, that's you're basically making 80 grand corrected for time. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about some per capita.
Exactly. That's your per capita dollars.
Under the current CBA, the max they can make is $250K a season.
That's insane.
Okay.
I will say that the reason why the WNBA, despite having year over year increases in popularity, continues to be in debt is because the TV rights deal was signed in such a way that was long term, didn't account for the popularity. So so that's why the league has been done. Because like the NBA, for example, so if you look at, and we've talked about this before, but the NFL makes money on like ticket sales and like stadiums. That's why NFL stadiums are so much bigger. Like individual teams make money on the sales of stuff. The NBA more so because and baseball to an extent makes more money on the TV rights deals. So the WNBA next year is going to immediately be profitable because they're already negotiating their next TV rights deals.
So
that contract is up and they're immediately going to be profitable next year just based on TV rights. So we're probably also going to see a leverage now, right? Yeah, we're probably going to see a lockout season because they're actually in collective bargaining right now. Every league makes money on ads, but again, what I'm saying is when I say ads, I'm saying that the NBA does not have a major profit center in terms of like the ticket sales. The NFL does. Each NFL stadium in the history of NFL stadiums makes a lot of money of that team's total revenue, makes a lot of money on that. As a portion of their total profit, right? So if you look at the NBA, a bigger percentage of their total profit is actually the viewership owning rights for the league as opposed to like ticket sales. So it doesn't mean that the NFL doesn't make money on ads or viewership. It means that ticket sales is a bigger percentage of their total profit sharing algorithm than it is for the NBA or MLB. But there probably is going to be a lockout season because they're currently in collective bargaining right now. And the players are playing hardball because they know they have all the leverage. So they're probably going to lock out next season. There probably won't be a WNBA season next year. That's also why Unrivaled in those like competing leagues, because there are several, that's why they're ramping up. They're trying to strike while the iron is hot to create these alternatives.
Let me hit one of these. Actually, unless y'all got more WNBA takes, because
last one is they're doing the expansion. I think that Philly might be getting a team.
They're gonna put a team back in Houston.
Yeah.
Does everybody not already have teams? I mean, I guess you already answered that, but
no.
Okay.
Hell no. Yeah, no.
Everybody doesn't have NBA teams. They're expanding. They're expanding
Really?
the NBA. Probably 2 or 3 teams. They're voting on that this summer.
Shit! Shout out to them.
Damn, somebody.
Lurt.
Yep.
Did any of these other topics like hit you as being particularly like you got some weird shit to say about any of them?
Did you text me them or Instagram?
Yeah, DM. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go in here and look. I actually didn't look at it.
No, good. Yeah, feel free to take a look. I just want to see if we can get some,
All right. What the hell is Looks Maxing?
A little weird little Philly takes. Looks Maxing is basically is Looks Maxing a white people thing? I think it's maybe like white incel internet culture, but it's basically just men trying to be as attractive as possible as a mode of like. Looks. maxing out on the looks. Yeah. As a way to get women, but it's also like a social hierarchy thing. It's like it's adjacent to the incel shit. So they got all different kind of code words and stuff like that. But it's basically like toxic men's beauty tips, essentially.
So is it like
They
first
do shit like it's more like the process of getting there. So it's like it's not just for making the content of like, oh, here's me being fine or whatever. It's like, here's how you can like hit your jaw with, this is the dumbest example that I'm thinking of, so I'm doing it a bad job, but like hit your bone smashing, hit yourself in the jaw with a hammer, let it heal so that you'll get like a stronger jawline. But the less crazy, so weird shit like that. But I think that's a bad example actually. It'll be shit like go to the gym. It'll be shit like skincare regimens, derma rolling and shit like that, finasteride. So shit that I would consider basic and good.
Yeah.
So pretty much taking the stuff that the women are doing.
That's my take. Essentially, it's just niggas doing like doing beauty shit, but to some extent they make it weird. Like they make it like they make it weird as hell.
To most extent, they make it weird. To most extent, they make it weird.
So like telling a motherfucker to go get their fingernails. What's it called? A handicure. I'm gonna just call it a handicure.
Yeah. A manicure. Oh yeah. It was already masculine, but yeah, a handicure.
I'm calling it a handicure because I fucks with that. Because I also mix up the foot and the hand joint. I get both of them. So, but if I was for my looks max and shit, I would be telling niggas, yo,
you got to do that.
You gotta go get that done.
What's your top looks max and shit? And like okay, because do you keep your body as a man? Do you keep your body for women?
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. I'll tell you this. I didn't give a fuck about how I smelled in life until I started liking women. I didn't give a fuck.
And then you were like, I need deodorant. Might be useful here.
Wash my balls. What's cologne, Dad? Can I borrow that cologne? Dad, I need a haircut. I looks max for that. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have that pressure, I would be a dirty nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest.
There'd be no reason.
There'd be no reason. No.
Other men don't care. You know what I mean? Whether or not you're moisturized and stuff like that. I think there's other reasons to some extent, but I think that's, top of the list,
I think other niggas respect when you got that shit on smell wise. Because if I
clothing.
If I smell a nigga, I'm gonna go, yo, what's that shit?
Really?
Bro? Yeah, I'm like,
what's that one?
Yeah. And don't gatekeep. Yeah. Now I'm gonna hit him with one of those.
A little bit.
But the way you do it, you gotta give him you gotta go for the dap hug.
Okay, make it max. Yeah.
Make it tight.
Make it butch. You smell good, my brother.
Yeah. What's that, bro? You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You gotta go like that. Let me get that. It's crazy. On the dap hug.
I mean, sure. You said it. I feel like for me, I don't want to smell like nobody else, which is obviously impossible because they sell colognes. So if you buy it, then somebody else is buying it.
Make your own, man. You got to make your own. Get on your apothecary.
I've been thinking about it.
You gonna have this nigga smell like spicy onions and shit. Trying to
kitchen like, I don't know how to make this shit. He smells like a delicious French meal.
It's gonna smell good to you, and you gonna go outside and hit the air. That shit
smell like KFC. Smell like love that chicken from Popeye. As soon as
But no, that's one of my maxing is skincare is a good max.
100%. Skincare is top of the list. And cologne is definitely up there. And because I feel like when it comes to looks max and shit, because you said like your balls smell, I'm like, it's kind of crazy. That seems like it would be so basic to me because I feel like you're asking a woman to put that shit in her head or in her pussy, and it's like, of course you want to make sure that she's eating something that like kind of tastes and smells nice. Like this is like if I asked anybody to put anything in their mouth,
right,
you gotta wash it.
Absolutely.
Like any object, pick one: a spoon, a foot, a dick,
except for the
apple.
Fruit. Except for the fruit that I be eating sometimes. I don't really be washing it. But no,
I watch the fruit, man. That's crazy.
I respect it because I didn't need, before I knew that put my meat in shorty mouth was an option, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Once I realized, oh, this is what people do. Because sometimes you got to keep your balls clean because you just really never know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you never know. You never know. You might go out that night or you might.
Oh, at all times.
100%. You might
it's
just
called a concealed carry. You never know.
You feel what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
don't want to get caught off guard. Now you stinky dick in the phone. You get what I'm saying?
No.
It's just difficult.
Yeah, bathe. Look to the man them in the chat. Bathe daily because women are there every day.
Every
Every
single
day of your life, they're around.
It's not a day they're not there. And if
Half
they're
the
not
population,
there,
they show up.
wrong. Exactly. They'll be there. It do be niggas stinking in the club though, which is crazy. And I feel like that should be a crime.
Sometimes it's not intentional. The
It's
club is a
intentional.
difficult place to
No.
to stay smelling good. It's
Because and then the niggas that be stink at the club, they move the most in the club. You feel what I'm saying?
That's how they ended up
the
stinking.
niggas that's like this in the club, like that. You feel what I'm saying? And they
Wafting it all around.
they wafting it and they shaking their legs and shit. So it's funk coming from the bottom, from the top. You feel what I'm
Percolating,
saying? It's like a funk spiral around them.
A little tornado.
And you gotta smell that because when I stink, I know that I stink. You feel what I'm saying?
You get used to it. You get acclimated. You get
No,
acclimated. You don't know. Like people don't know when their houses smell bad.
That's a great point.
They get
That's-
real used to that shit.
That's
You
nigga
go
that's
to a cat lady's house, disgusting. And she's like, never thought of it.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's like, even when I just be cooking shit, like when I'm in here, I'm like, oh, this is fine. Like I don't smell nothing. And then it's like I leave to go to my mailbox or some shit, and I come back in, and
Come
I'm like,
back.
it actually
Oh,
does smell
Lord.
like fucking like baked salmon in here. Like that's a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So like I don't know how you don't know when your house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
I
got
think
a
if you
term
make
for
if you
that.
make baked salmon every single day, you're like, this is what a house smells like.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What's one of like the weirdest house smells you smell that you I don't know if you know, I don't even know if you can describe the smell, but go ahead. Eddie.
I was gonna say it not a house smell, but I was just thinking of the weirdest like mouth and vagina taste I've ever had. This woman, both of them tasted like sweet corn, which was nice, but such a strange flavor. And she was never
That's
eating corn.
interesting, man. Yeah, that's
Where was
She
it?
was
Where
never
was
eating
this?
corn. It was never related to what she was eating.
Where was this? Was this in Japan?
I feel like whatever you're about to say is very racist. I feel like whatever you're about to say is
I'm just trying to
racist.
narrow it down.
I
I'm
wanna
just
get
trying to
canceled.
narrow it down.
I don't want to get canceled, so
No comment.
I would say outside of the sweet corn, I would say
Said
I would say-
Japanese women taste like sweet corn.
sweet corn.
You were gonna say it, not me.
I was
I'm
not.
asking
I was
questions.
not. I
I'm
was
just
not.
asking
You made that up. That's not a real thing, man.
No,
I'm just asking
You're
questions.
making up new stereotypes.
there's no scientific
New Zealand?
background
Was it New
for me
Zealand?
to- This nigga be
No, they
traveling
taste
with New
different.
Zealand.
Was it a kiwi? It was a kiwi, wasn't
They taste different. They don't even taste like kiwis. It's actually crazy. I don't know why they named them that.
it?
That's what they call coochies in New Zealand.
That's what they call humans in New Zealand. They call them kiwis.
What they call black people? Nigga kiwis.
I think that's a good point.
Exactly. So you got to think about.
I think they
certain
just say
things.
nigga, yeah.
Yeah.
But they got a funny accent
I wouldn't be mind a nigga being called a nigga kiwi.
by whites.
Oh no, that's crazy. Are they white? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? All right, I take that back. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy. Because who else would be calling you that?
That's a great point. Blacks,
Yeah. Okay.
Mexicans.
It's too many words. Okay, so Mexicans calling you a nigga kiwi, you're fine with.
Yeah, we're cool with that. Yeah. Because there's
Okay.
a lot of Mexicans.
How we feel about niggas saying Mexicans say a nigga generally.
You know
I'm
who
anti.
can say niggas? Fuck the Mexicans, but not really. Cambodians.
Yeah, not right now, definitely not. We can't come on.
Oh, no,
It's
I'll take
solidarity
that
right
back.
now.
Cambodians.
Cambodians.
See, I live.
What's a
in Florida.
Cambodian accent like? That's not. They're not the. No, that's Vietnamese. They're not the ones with the.
No, that's the one with they throat with it. It is a throat accent. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay, yeah, yeah.
But in Philadelphia, the Cambodians are pretty much niggas. You know, like they are.
It's a lot of black Asians, honestly,
Yeah.
in globally in a weird way.
Yeah, in a real
It's
way.
a lot of overlap.
Niggas. And then like in Philly, I think some of them niggas got gangs and shit. So it's like you could say it.
Try
man.
it.
Yeah, you can say that.
Look,
man.
I mean, anybody can say it if you can beat me up.
How about that?
Unfortunately, that's the rule. If you can
That's
beat me up, you can say it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because if I try to defend my race and you fuck me up, then
Now you can say the hard R
You
because
can
now
say-
I'm incapacitated.
absolutely.
So it's like I should just let that shit go.
yeah.
It was nigga before.
Yeah, now
Now I'm getting called a nigga Igornay on the sidewalk.
what he said, nigga here now. But here's it. Y'all ain't never see 40-year-old version, did y'all?
Oh yes, no, yeah. In the
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm
yeah.
just checking.
You want a nigga
You know,
next year? It's been a while.
If
It's a good reference. Don't worry.
What
If I
happened to
could-
shooting people, Eddie? You were just talking about that.
he a liar, he lied.
Bro, the gun. I don't.
Exactly.
It's very difficult to own a gun here.
I would imagine. What's the rules? What I got to do?
Basically none. We actually had a crazy shooting. Actually,
Yeah.
it might not be as hard as I
made
think.
international news. Yeah.
Because we actually had a crazy fucking shooting up in Tyra's city, because Tyra lives up in Sydney. Her
The
city
father and
had
son?
the father and son, they shot like 50 Jewish people on like a beach.
This nigga
And
said 50 what? 50 who?
Wait, that's the word.
No, you was about to.
And
you
also,
was
there's a very serious. Sorry.
No, you was going off the beaten path with that one. I'm sorry. 50, how many? 50, what kind of people?
Okay, wait. Are we not allowed to say? Is it a slur? Have I misunderstood?
I think
Jewish is not a slur.
No, not Jewish, but he was about to
But
say.
I almost didn't finish the word.
He wasn't finishing the
I
word.
did.
You can't say it. You got to.
If there's any Jewish people in the chat, let us know. Are we not supposed to say Jew to mean a person who is Jewish? Is that wrong? Is that we're not supposed to do that?
They don't like that. And you also
It's
can't
like
say that
blacks.
they're rich. Yeah. Blacks is
Okay.
good though. But yeah, so 50
Nah, blacks
Jewish
is crazy.
people-
Don't call me blacks.
50 Jewish people got shot. I didn't hear about it though.
Yeah, it was a big shooting, and it was all legally owned firearms, which is kind of surprising. So it's like you can own guns, but it's not obviously as easy as the US. And it's the gun ownership rate is incredibly low.
Yeah. That's
It
because
was-
niggas probably stabbing. Go ahead, Al.
I was gonna say like it was kind of hard to like not be on it, because it was pretty clearly like an anti-Semitic thing. So it got
100%.
a lot of like press. It got a lot of press.
And yeah.
And I was gonna
And
say
it's a difficult, like weird mixture, because it's like it's anti-Semitic in a very Israel critical time, as we should be. So
Yeah.
it's like they invited the president, not the PM, but the president of Israel to come to Australia to like mourn or like kind of break bread or whatever. But people were protesting that because it's like, yeah, this was anti-Semitic, but now y'all are using it as a leapfrog to like co-sign a genocide,
Right.
which is just on some weird shit. So
I'm pretty sure they weren't automatic weapons.
Them niggas was
I think they had one they had at least
it was rifles.
long gun.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
both of them were rifles.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure they weren't automatic rifles. Like almost positive. The one thing I wanted to say about it is like the funny thing about, and this is just an aside of Alvinism. The funny thing about gun ownership in the States is the United States has the highest per capita gun ownership rate, but most Americans don't own guns.
Yeah, that's some
What's the ratio though? Like
It's like-
how is it like 60-40 or is it like 10% of people own
it's
that
like
many
70,
guns?
It's like 70-30, man. It's
Right.
like
So 30% of people own so many guns that there's 10 guns a person on average.
Damn.
Yeah.
But you know what?
and like
Sundown towns.
To be fair, that makes sense.
and then like of the people that like own a gun, period, most of them own one or two. So like
So it's
so
even
like the-
smaller percentage of people.
it's
who
an even
really
smaller
are
percentage
bringing it up.
that owns like 10 plus.
Yeah.
Alvin,
it is
you
what it is,
bringing
man.
up that ratio crazy, aren't you?
I own more than two guns. Yeah.
You got more than
There
two.
you
I
go.
gotta stay away from this nigga.
He got an arsenal. He got a fucking arsenal. Like,
What state you in, Alvin? Is that private?
Not really.
It's up to him.
Oh no, I didn't.
But
if
you
it's
don't want to
private-
answer it in this particular
Oh
context.
no,
so
if it's private, it's private. I just wanted to know for context, but we'll talk off camera. But out here, it's like kind of difficult to get your gun license, and
in Philly.
yeah, but if you, it's even
Yeah,
worse.
in the Northeast. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
even
Everywhere in the
worse.
Northeast.
Yeah, if it's
know
even
that.
worse in New Jersey and New York. It's easier in Philly. New Jersey and New York, you're not getting no gun. You
Yeah.
might as well just get a knife.
Illegally or not at all.
No, illegally, yes. There's guns floating around like a motherfucker.
No, I'm
speaking
saying
about-
that's your only option. If you want one, you got to
Yeah,
get it illegally.
you gotta
Otherwise,
get
get
it
a knife.
illegally. Exactly, yeah,
Yeah,
because
okay.
there's no like you can't even travel with your shit out here through Jersey or New York. Like I gotta leave-
Honestly, I'm like, because I'm from the South, raised in a very gun culture, and I like, and sometimes it feels weird because like even like out here, the craziest shit about here is basically everything is illegal. Like if you're a woman, you can't even carry pepper spray, which I'm like, that's insane to me.
yeah.
But I think a world where nobody had guns would be a lot better. Like I'm very pro. Like the Kiwis, they banned they had two different situations. They banned fully automatics just entirely on that island, and I'm like, yeah, good.
Yeah,
Shout out to Arden. Like
niggas would have to know how to fight again.
Yeah,
and I think that's good. Like, yeah, that's fine. Fight. Like, yeah, sit down.
So I do want to say that like it is insanely difficult to get full auto weapons in the States. Like that's not even like legally, like even in constitutional carry states, like you're not just walking into a fucking like Cabela's and getting like a full auto.
But surely it's not hard enough, right? Given the nature of the crimes that we've seen.
A lot of
is
the
there something else going on?
So what a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of the crimes that we've seen are using semi-automatic weapons.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so like I can get an AR-15 semi-auto,
one trigger pull, one bullet, and it's still enough to kill a bunch of fucking people.
Yeah, but
but it's high capacity as well on top of, even if it's just semi-automatic.
Yeah. Which is true, which is why like in a lot of states, like you can get guns, but they lower the capacity. Like California compliant, like handguns have lower capacity, for example. But what I was going to say is agreeing with you in terms of guns, even as a person who likes guns and has a lot of guns, the thing that I worry about all the time, because being in a constitutional carry state, so like, and it's not a secret, like Eddie, like we both grew up in Georgia. I never felt in Georgia what I feel where I am now. Where I am now. Danger. Not even danger, because it's not the same kind of thing. Because like I grew up on the south side of Atlanta, like it's different in terms of that. But what I'm saying is like if I go into a Target now, where I am now, everybody fucking has a gun. Okay. Everybody has a gun.
Are they open carrying a gun? Or are they?
You have soccer moms open carrying Glock 17s in the fucking Target where I am right now. Like I felt weird not having a gun, and I feel like when you are in those situations, my fault.
No, sorry. I had a question, but continue. Sorry.
But when you're in those situations, I feel like if something does happen, your first instinct is this, do I need to shoot this person before this person shoots me? Right. I feel like the guns escalate the situation when people in their mind, 100%. I think they think about it like they're like this is a de-escalation thing, but it only de-escalates if you're the only person with the gun and you're not going to do it.
Yes.
If both of y'all motherfuckers have guns,
everybody's getting shot.
It becomes, do I need to just shoot this person now? I worry about that all
because I don't have time to let him get one bullet, because it's not like a fight where you can go like, hey, let me back away from you. You throw a punch that misses and I back up or whatever. It's like if you shoot me once, that could be the end of my whole fucking life. I gotta shoot you if I even, and I'm not trained either. So like I gotta shoot you if I think you're about to. Like I don't even have the training to know like, oh, okay, you've reached for it, but you haven't drawn it yet, so I'm still technically not in danger. You touch it, I gotta blow you away.
If you reach for it, I'm shooting. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
Which
now you've committed murder in a situation where it's a traffic argument. It's some bullshit.
But that's why I'm never reaching for my weapon if I'm not using it. Like I'm not brandishing my shit. I'm not like I got this shit on me. No, like it's there. But if I'm going for it, I'm going.
It's because something's about to happen. You're not brandishing. You're going.
What's crazy? I got the cops. I was at Wawa. You know what Wawa is?
Yeah.
It's like a what y'all got?
Like a gas station.
No. Hold on, pause. It's not we can't do it like
it's
that.
More. It's like
Buc-ee's. It's like
we gotta show some respect. It's like Bussies. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show some respect to the Wawa. You know what I'm saying? But no. So,
what is this an establishment? What is this?
Yeah, so Wawa is like. You ever heard like fucking Sheets? No.
No, I don't even know what. Yeah, what are these
words? I don't know what
What's the Atlanta equivalent to Wawa?
Can you just tell me what this thing is? Like, why are you doing a Stack Illusions? Okay, it's a store.
It's like a store.
it's like
what do they sell?
Wayfield, it's like Wayfield Foods.
Yeah,
it's a convenience store. What is it?
Pretty much.
It's like a Quick Trip. What is it?
Yeah, but better.
Okay, it's a convenience.
Every Quick Trip has a gas station, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Wawa doesn't. So it's like it's big in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So
it's like a 7-Eleven.
But
okay,
like
I'm gonna shut up now. Sorry.
Yeah, but like better. Fuck 7-Eleven. But
Japanese 7-Eleven. Okay.
Yes, and when they lotion their backs there too, it get a little crazy. So I'm in Wawa, right? And they I guess somebody called the police and said somebody was brandishing a weapon. And I think it was just a little racism going on because it was some niggas in there, and I was in the county. You know, in Philly, you got Philly, then you got the counties outside the cities, which is like pretty much the city, but not whatever. So the police pull up. I ain't see the police. I get in my car, and like a police officer walked to the side of my car. He knocked on the window and shit. I'm like, hey. So I opens the door. The nigga pulled me out so smooth. I didn't even remember getting pulled out the car. He like, yo,
gentle policing. Oh shit. Okay.
No, bullshit. Usually I'd have been like, sir, I'm trying to figure out why would you need to be pulling me out. I didn't give me a chance to talk. So he pulled me out the car. He
just scooped you up.
Yeah, like I was a bad bitch or something. He said, yo, come here real quick. I'm like, oh yeah, word. What's up, nigga? So he pulled me out the wheel.
Talk to me a moment, baby.
he pulled me out the car. He like, yeah, they said you were brandishing a weapon at Wawa. I'm like, sir, what the fuck? So mind you though, I left my gun in the car, right? Because I felt safe. Like I shouldn't be doing that anyway. You know what I'm saying? I should always have it on me. But I'm in the county. I'm feeling safe. Wawa didn't even have the food I wanted. I was mad as shit. They ran out of chicken. So I'm like, all right. So I go in there. I ain't even buy shit. I'm leaving Wawa. They telling me I'm brandishing a gun. Mind you, the other niggas that was there, they probably had a gun, like, you know, showing and all that. I'm telling them niggas, I say, yo, it's in the back seat. They takes it out the back seat, excuse me, y'all. They take it out the back seat, all this extra shit. Had me outside for like an hour. When I tell you 7 to 8 cop cars pulled up in their parking lot out of nowhere, that shit was crazy, bro. But the niggas they was probably doing it, they over there, you know how niggas look out for each other when the cops come. They like, yo, bro, you good, bro?
They was the ones brandishing.
I'm like, yo.
They got guns sticking out of everywhere on their waistband. Like, hey, man, I can't believe they did that to you, bro.
It's 8 of them in one sedan. You feel what I'm saying? So I know they had a gun in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Minimum.
I'm over there like, yo, bro, we gonna record it for you and all that. I'm like, nigga, if y'all in my head, I'm like, tell these niggas this y'all and leave me the fuck alone.
Free me. Don't document it.
You feel me? So, but no, I really ain't had my gun. So that was like a time where I felt like they was just on some shit. Like they was targeting some shit that night.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Of course.
About like, because it's been a long, man, I shouldn't say this, but I haven't fired a pistol or any gun in a very long time at this point.
Right.
But I'm wondering, like you said, there's that game theory element, Alvin, of like 2 people having a gun is basically the most dangerous possible combination of 2 people interacting.
Absolutely.
And I'm wondering, like, it almost feels like not having a gun on average feels like it would be less dangerous in these scenarios. Because I'm thinking like me carrying a pistol around, now I got to worry about somebody else seeing that I'm carrying a pistol and using that to escalate and shoot me because they've got one as well, because everyone does, but also additional attention from police officers who, if I think of them even as just regular citizens, they are very trigger happy, also concealed carry, you know, human beings. So it's basically, I've got 2 groups of people who all are carrying and are more likely to shoot me if I have a gun. So I'm like, does it even out to be even fucking worth it?
So you got to keep, like, for me, when you conceal, you got to like not sloppily conceal. Like out here in Philly, like niggas is not open carrying a lot. Now in Pennsylvania, people call it like Pennsyltucky, because once you leave Philadelphia and the cities, this shit looks like a rural. It looked like rural towns in down south, you know. So out there, they can do that at. And I also think about outside of police officers, like kind of people that's a little racist that want to find a reason to try to shoot you. They can use that for that. But at the same time, when you live in a city, you have to be like, I don't live in the city anymore, but you gotta be safe. And like, and it's not even. It's really the young bulls. Like it's the young niggas that's out here just like, yo, cause I'm 33. I'm not a small nigga. So it ain't like niggas like I'm just gonna rob old head. But it's like it's some young bulls. I remember we was young, like, yo, I wouldn't do this shit, but I knew niggas that be like, yo, I'll smack bull or da da da. It's like so you gotta watch these young
just to show what's
who think it's funny. Oh, we gonna go jump this nigga, we gonna take his car, we gonna do this. That's why you gotta that's why I got my shit. So, you feel me?
That makes sense. So does that gun then help, like in practice? Have you been in scenarios where that was the thing that made the difference in that moment? Because one, I'm wondering, I'm assuming they're carrying as well, but maybe they also just don't want that type of a problem. So are then you brandishing to show, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that even work? How do they know you have the gun?
I think that It's no brandishing. It's just for if it ever goes there. And I think that having a pistol keeps you more calm. I know it keeps me more calm. As far as
because you have this ability.
Like as far as elevating the situation, I'm less likely to do that shit now. You feel me? Like I'm like we're like
you know where it's gonna go.
If it's gonna go there, it's gonna go there. I might tell a motherfucker, chill out, bro. Like, I mean, I'm a retreat or you doing too much. You know, if a nigga put his hands on me, that's different. But it keeps me more calm, and it just like it don't gotta go there. But so many young motherfuckers got illegal pistols that I feel like I can't be like, because I'll mix a motherfucker like mix me fighting Philly. Like I'll mix somebody. But everybody not trying to fight. And even if you do fuck a nigga up, they gonna want to kill you. It don't stop.
Tomorrow, yeah.
You don't you can whip somebody ass fairly and they want to kill you tomorrow or the same day. So you always gotta and I don't be like, yo, chill. I'm brandishing. No, I'm not brandishing shit. Just know,
except in the Wawa.
Not in the Wawa, bro. I can get
allegedly in the Wawa.
Me, man. Yo,
brandishing in the Wawa is gonna be the title of this shit. That's some
crazy, bro. I'm in that joint hungry as shit. I'm not even worried about if a nigga rob me. I'm hungry as shit in that joint. I ain't worried about no gun. But you said the most dangerous scenario with two people got guns on them. I think more dangerous than that is two lesbians with straps on in public.
Because that's like a human centipede. They running around the apartment trying to catch each other from behind, you know?
Absolutely.
They both that's like two dogs chasing their tails.
Absolutely. That's a good one. I like that. And you know what it is? They can pick the size that they get to. So they walking around with 12s. You know what I'm saying? On the left side of the
is 12 not crazy? Like, what is that for? Like, okay, because I feel like it's two different Americas.
It is.
Like it's two different pussies.
It is.
It's two, because some women you'll talk to them and they'll be like, I want a penis for regular sexual stimulation.
Right.
And they're like, if you really talk to them, they're like, I've been with niggas who have 8, 9, 10, whatever. And I'm like, it doesn't work. It's not that good. It's not enjoyable, blah, blah, blah. And then you got others that are like, 8? Hey, look.
Okay. Then about 8?
Actually, this is making me seem little penis, but yes, 100%. Okay. I've 100% seen women say like 8 is crazy.
All right. Okay.
So maybe there's 3 Americas. Maybe there's 3 Americas. I don't
know. We keep talking and just add more Americas.
Yeah. Might be 4 though, to be honest, we go 6. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, it might be 4 Americas if we going 6 inches. You know what I'm saying?
Right? That's a different. Yeah. No, I don't think because I'm sitting at 6. I'm sitting at 6. That's all I've got to.
If you're softened at 6.
Soft at 6 is insane. I'm not soft at 6. I'm saying I'm 6. Who's soft at 6? That's a foot long penis. What are you talking about? And why did you give that as a concession? Like, well, you know, that's just an average guy. Jesus Christ, you are blessed, brother. But that's insane. Good for you.
What I'm saying is, when they talk about measurements, I'm trying to figure out is she talking about?
They mean erect, 100%.
Soft at these points or
no? Because we hide our soft penises. I don't, but men do.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I show up, you know what I'm saying? I show up growing, not showing. I don't got to show.
Yeah, you show up grown.
I show up growing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I like to put on a show when it grow. You get what I'm saying?
Stay ready.
So I got to get ready. You get me? It's 5 Americans right now.
Really?
5 Americans.
Yeah. The niggas that show up and still need to get ready, that's the 5th America.
Sometimes you show
up. That's a different level of confidence.
Sometimes you can't get ready. It just happened like that sometimes.
I feel like you can always get ready because no one has ever gotten my pants off so quick that my dick wasn't hard yet.
You know what's crazy?
Right?
I went through a breakup, right? And I was like it was the first time I couldn't get hard. And I had went to the doctors. I went to the doctors and I was like
immediately. One time you didn't get hard and you were like immediately. I'm seeing the physician
right now,
bro. I went
here tonight.
He was in the emergency room. Sir, something is wrong.
I swear to goodness, I went to urgent care.
Go to therapy, man. He was just sad that day. It's okay.
But I didn't see. I never knew about like the chemistry because I was 26 or something like that. So I didn't really think about like the chemistry during sex. I was just always ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, yo, and we was on the outs and I was like, we didn't really want to do it. We was just doing it out of routine.
You weren't feeling it, yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm really not trying.
Your body was trying to tell you you're not supposed to do
like,
this.
and it was awkward in the moments trying to do it, and we looking at each other, and it's like,
you're trying to stuff a pipe. You're like trying to put
you're trying to use your finger to make it. You trying to, it's not working. But that's what I knew. It was like, all right,
it's trying to make like a poached egg.
Bro, that shit weird, bro. You be like, yo, that shit slapping around.
You know when you try and separate the yolk from the. That's what I feel like. That's what's trying to stuff a soft penis in the vagina.
You slapping it on her.
Crazy.
Doing this one. Come on, just give me a second.
Trying to activate it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But that's when I realized you got to be in it to win it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I took one of them blue pills before, blue chews. Back when everybody was like having it on their podcast, I did not need it. I just bought it. And I used it. I used what's it called? Like a code?
Promo code, yeah. Which podcast?
It was fucking was it Joe Biden? Was it? It might have been
because they were paying everybody. Everybody
had a Blue Chew code. I went and got a Blue Chew joint, right? I'm like, all right, let me try this shit. Man, I was hard for 7 hours, bro. Straight.
How many nuts could you get off with that 7 hour dick?
3 and a 7. I went 3 and a 7.
Right.
First time I went 3 and a 7. So what you do is you put it, but the thing made my tongue blue. So it wasn't even a mysterious pill. It was like,
I know.
She was like, "How are you doing?" She was like, "I don't know, no idea." She got
you
the
can't
Kool-Aid
even
mouth.
do this shit on the low. That's the worst possible scenario. Now she knows.
But do you need to do it on the low? I feel like it's like a cock ring. It's like, hey, I took medicine to make my dick better for you. Who gives a fuck?
No,
like,
I did it. I try to do it on the low, bro.
Oh, you try to?
I try low.
It's always like this. It's just always this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is who I
am. Dick hard for 7 hours, and it's always this way.
Ain't you supposed to go to the doctor after 4? Ain't you supposed to?
Priapism, man. Yeah, that's a disease.
Nigga, I woke up at 4 a.m. getting to it. We was bow. I was like a fucking machine.
It honestly is crazy because I feel like vaginas can stay active for quite a longer time than our dicks can, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, who's that for?
We really not
maybe the natural order of things is the lesbian with the strap, because like just from an evolutionary perspective, who is the vagina for? Because it's obviously not, the penis is obviously not adequate, like just scientifically.
I'm sorry, I had to listen to something. What'd you say, Eddie?
You good?
But no, what's the last thing you said? I had to. I thought somebody was breaking news. I'm just kidding.
No, good. I just said that I feel like maybe the natural order of things is that lesbians with straps are what vaginas are actually made for.
Yes.
Because the math doesn't really add up. Like natural meat vagina versus natural meat penis. Like our dicks are obviously not.
It's not equipped.
Something. There's a big gap there going on.
Yeah, that's why we always finishing first because we selfish.
It's honestly crazy.
I try my best not to be selfish.
I try to finish third if I can.
In the fifth America though, and which America are you finishing in?
I try to finish before the rest of the Americans get there.
Who was there first, bro? Who was there first? The Native Americans, bro.
Yeah, it's the Native Americans.
The real first America. Real first America.
I've never. What are Native Americans getting up to? I've never known any
casinos.
Yeah,
casinos.
Man. So
okay.
It's really different experiences, man. Like, I don't know if I ever told this story, but like the reason I went to public health school was because a professor, because I took several Native and African American like history courses with the same professor. He actually wrote several of my like recommendation letters for grad school and like professional school when I was applying coming out of undergrad. But we used to watch these like documentaries as a part of several of those classes that show how bad some of like the northern west half of the country, like if you go to like the Dakotas, like Idaho, like how they're living out there, and it is fucking horrible. Like, and I'm saying this as like a public housing nigger from like the south side of Atlanta. And I was like, I ain't never seen no shit this bad. I was like, somebody needs to help these people, and it's gonna be me. I'm going to public health school.
Okay,
kids in the world, bro.
I always love hearing that part of Alvin's stories where he's like, I experienced this thing and I just decided that I was going to change the world. Yeah. Like he regularly will start a story that way. I met this person, this child, and they didn't have no shoes on. So I started a shoe factory. It's like, damn, all right.
But you know what? They're going to do everything they can to make sure that you don't help. So that's the type of world that we live in.
They did.
You
Yeah,
gotta
they
try
definitely
harder.
did a lot of that shit, man. They
Yeah,
definitely
there's
did a lot
gonna
of
be
that shit.
a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
Wait, so
But
what are
like,
you living in?
but like, I mean, so they live in, so they have reservations, and then
Okay,
there's
I've heard of that.
there's some that are doing, there's some communities that are doing really well because, again, to Lur's point, they have
Casinos.
casino revenue and all that kind of stuff. They don't pay
Yeah.
taxes, all that kind of stuff. But if you look at the reservations more on the west half of the United States, again, especially if you go more northern, these are some of the worst areas in like the world. It's like the crime rates are through the roof. Like the life
Like
expectancy
undeveloped
is the
world
lowest,
shit.
the lowest like ever. It's like the vast majority of them are still dependent on like government, like direct government food supply.
Yeah.
Like for that stuff, like think
Right.
like government cheese
Jesus.
and like
Like
government
real
bread.
government
type
shit, not a
Yeah.
food stamp
Yeah.
card. Real shit.
Yeah, not a food stamp card, like
It's
actual
government
like government
produced
shit.
food that's
Yeah, like they're
going
giving it
straight
to them, like they're giving them the government cheese and government peanut
Like
butter,
aid.
like, you know, like in the 90s type shit. And I remember seeing this, and I was thinking about how bad of a situation that is, where you have like the highest incidence of diet related like comorbidities and morbidity. So thinking about, you know, like diabetes and then heart disease, like all that kind of stuff in reservation native like populations, and they're getting a lot of their food directly from the government. So I was like,
Yeah,
the
for sure.
government is, in my mind, I'm like 19, I'm like, the government is poisoning these people.
Well,
Well, like they're
probably.
they're
and
just
it's
poisoning them with different stuff. No, I'm not even on some like Tuskegee experiment stuff. I'm saying like if diabetes is related to my lifestyle,
right,
and food being a big part of that, and all of my food is government sponsored food,
Yeah.
it is poisoning. Like
Then the only
right?
place
Like,
that is coming. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like, so I'm thinking about all of this stuff and like all of these breakdowns and all this kind of stuff, and it's like legitimately like I don't think a lot of people truly understand how bad it is for those communities.
Well,
I truly don't think it's like
I always
the
assumed it was
worst
quite bad, but I didn't have a
Yeah.
good.
the worst situations that you can think of, the worst situations like
worst,
that, like
yeah.
a lot of people have, like it's worse. Like I don't think people
Okay.
truly get it.
I think it's like a smaller sample size for like what's been done to the Black community. You know, I think it's
That's
easier
exactly what it is.
I think it's easier to quantify the numbers on reservations and see it in a smaller scale per se, directly related to like their food source coming from that one place and relating it to, in the Black community, all of our food, the amount of stores. Because I was learning about
Food deserts.
I was learning about
Mm.
like Chinese stores that in Philly, and how when they came to PA, they weren't allowed to go in the suburbs, you know, and they were like, well, shit, we're going here, you know.
Oh,
and
as in
now
they were saying this food will
Yeah,
not allow you to serve it. To
we're not
certain
letting y'all
places.
Asians in here to cook this shit and serve this. Y'all go somewhere else. And they bought it to Black neighborhoods because it was probably easier to get a building, cheaper,
Mm,
you know. So it's like
no zoning issues. Yeah.
those exactly, and they don't have to keep up with no looks,
Standards.
no. Because if you go into a Chinese store in Philadelphia, it's fucking freezing cold in the winter and it's steaming hot in the summer. They wear jackets in this wintertime inside the building. In the summertime, they keep a fan on. They keep the bills low. They just started taking credit card recently. They barely do that. They got ATMs on site. You know what I'm saying? So it's all linked back to that. And we got in Philly too. I don't know if you're familiar. We call them poppy stores, the Puerto Rican stores.
Mm.
The same amount of those.
It's like bodega-ish kind of thing, but or not really.
They like bringing bodegas into Philly, but they're putting them in like downtown. Like we don't have bodegas because bodegas.
Okay, so what's at the poppy? Because Dom mentioned the poppy store. Is it like Latin food?
No, hell no. It's the same thing that the Asians do. They make American versions. You can get cheesesteaks, chicken fingers.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, like shit like that. Like it's crap food.
gotcha,
but
gotcha.
It's
It's
like
a small little restaurant-ish.
yeah, but
store
it's
type,
like
yeah.
overpriced, like convenience store food, like cereal and shit. So if you don't have a
Yeah.
car and you live in the area, which a lot of people
You're just
don't,
eating off that.
you spend $12 for a box of cereal. So all of it's like on every single corner, there's these stores and the food deserts. You know what I'm saying? That people don't think about. And when I was talking about the Indian reservations, I thought it was cool that you can kind of see that more concentrated, because people think that Black people be bullshitting when we say this is a
We
food desert.
can't eat. Yeah.
This is what we have. Even the supermarkets that we had, like Save-A-Lot, shit like that, they were all like bullshit markets with cookies and chips, and the produce was old and, you know, shit like that. That's
Mm.
real life. And it
Yeah.
took you to be grown to understand, like, nigga, you got to go get some fresh produce. You know, you
I
got to.
grew-
State sponsored
Yeah.
poisoning.
Right.
Yeah.
I know this is 19-year-old Alvin, but it's like, yeah, we're restrict. Like it's a war crime most other places. Like if you restrict people's access to nutrients,
Yeah.
that's a crime.
Yeah. But even
And-
that food stamp, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I grew up in the city limits of Atlanta, a major U.S. city, and where I lived was classified as a food desert. The reason why it's no longer classified as a food desert is because I grew up on Cleveland Avenue. That's not a secret. There's now well, it was always that Kroger, but that Kroger didn't kind of save the issue. But like coming from the opposite end of Cleveland Avenue, they built the Walmart. So like Walmart saved the neighborhood kind of shit.
Which is
And
crazy
like
because
before
Walmart is
that
terrible.
Walmart came in, it was crazy because it was a Kmart there, and they closed the fucking Kmart. So like it was nowhere to buy like
Everyday
regular
items.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like sheets. You couldn't buy sheets in the neighborhood. So like everybody had to go to fucking East Point. And if you were on the bus, it would take you like 2 hours on the bus to get to fucking East Point, Target.
Just
or
the one way.
or you could go to in Clayton County, like further south, outside the city. But like they built that fucking Walmart, and niggas was like, we're celebrating Walmart, and it felt so dystopian to me when that shit happened. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
And
people don't
Walmart
think
is
about-
what's giving you access to food is crazy.
Yeah, and out here we don't like a lot of us look at Walmart as like, nigga, we not buying groceries from fucking Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not an option. Like Target got groceries, niggas not buying Target fruit and like that shit
Mhm.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but now, you know, growing up now we got like different, like even I live in the counties now, like we don't got a corner store in every corner. Like niggas got a job to the market. You know, we got Produce Junction, got access to Whole Foods, which I'm not saying these places are perfect, but you get a more of a wide variety of options in these areas where you don't got to buy the bullshit because it's bad. You feel me? And now that in Philly, so many people are moving here, bro, that they are expanding up into the hood. Y'all got me in my intellectual bag, my nigga. You see where I'm going?
That's the best bag to be in.
See me in my
It's
bag.
in the front. Wake up that third eye.
You feel me? And on the 4th America. So when you go when you in Philadelphia, there's like, for example, there's an area called University City, right? And yeah, my hand ashy as shit, y'all. Don't worry, y'all see, don't comment on my lips either. But at University City, you go. That's like where you ever heard of Drexel?
Yeah. University? Yeah.
Yeah, yep. So up
Oh,
there, Drexel and all that, and UPenn, around there is where like the whites would live. They're now pushing up into West Philadelphia, which is like up to 52nd Street, 56. That's where motherfuckers didn't want to go. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like, nigga, you live on 56th Street, like, but they running out of space, so the whites is getting real desperate just to get a you know. And then you got people coming from, let's say New York, right? Because rent is expensive everywhere. But if you coming from New York and you paying $2,500 for a studio, and you come to Philly and you can get a 1-bedroom for $1,600, that's one of the greatest things that ever happened to you. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got 1-bedrooms in Philly for 1,600?
Yeah, you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
As in,
It's
that's a
like
good
that.
price.
That's a great price in the current
Okay, yeah.
national market
Yeah, no bullshit.
for a
And
city.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. That's good shit. If you want to go live in the trenches, you can get you a joint for $1,200, $1,000, $1,100. You can do that, but you got to deal with what comes with that. Like I had got a good deal on an apartment in North Philly, bro, but it was rats everywhere, and I didn't know that until I moved in.
The rats were like hiding during the initial viewing,
When so you know about Temple University,
or they were like dressed up so you couldn't recognize them.
you know, they blended in with the block type shit. You feel what I'm saying? It was
Okay.
behavior because they knew a nigga was trying to the landlord was trying to get a sale.
Yeah, they had little ties on and
Yeah.
stuff. You were like, oh, those are just very short men.
Non-project rats like know when people are around. They avoid
That's
people.
good.
Then you turn the lights off, and
yeah.
then they be all up in
So
there.
They start
that's where-
partying and shit.
That's where Alvin
Yeah.
went. You're right, because I moved in during the day. Each time I went, it was during the day.
They were in the
They
walls.
was not out. Now I should have known because I seen 2 of them like dead in the street, ran over. But I'm like, you know,
yeah.
I had already
Those are
signed
outdoor.
I signed a lease, right? So I come home one night, man, them bitches was zoom, zip, zop all through the block. I'm like, oh my God. Bro,
It was traffic. You couldn't even get through the kitchen.
bro, to the point where I couldn't even get in the house. I was scared to go because the block, Philly blocks is tight as fuck. It's not even 10 feet across type shit. A lot of them. So,
oh, you mean like the road in between buildings, or
like the street that you drive on?
Okay, yeah.
We got a lot of little blocks in the city. You know what I'm saying? So you only park on one side. So for me, I used to literally pray that I get a parking spot in front of my house. I would climb out the passenger side and I would try to hop onto my step so I didn't have to touch the ground, bro. Like it got like that. And to the point where I asked my landlord months later,
the rats were.
Because once you make noise, they scatter. So I used to like make noise. I used to make noise when I came up the block. I tried to do all this shit. And like, imagine trying to bring a chick over to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I mean?
You beating
takes
on
a lot of
trash
management.
cans and shit outside to scatter.
Yeah. He's coughing loud as shit. Like, hey, baby, let's go inside. I got somebody coming over.
You want to block
Jerry?
Real quick.
Yeah, as I was saying,
the whites, the college students, and people like to call niggas dirty. Niggas are some of the cleanest people ever. Them college students are some of the nastiest motherfuckers on the planet. They throw trash out of windows. They don't give a fuck about rats.
They doing medieval Renaissance shit. They shit out the window.
Bro, I used to follow them to my steps like I was robbing them niggas. Like I would see kids coming up the block and I would follow them so I didn't have to deal with the rats alone. They didn't give a fuck about them. They just used to walk. I'm like,
are rats that dangerous?
Bro,
like, I guess city rats is for real, bro. City rats is
that's real life.
These not field mice.
No, these rats.
These are rats.
Yeah, they're not country mouses. Those are rats.
They can be like small cat size.
Yes,
for real. And they vicious. They fight. They like do stuff.
Okay, shit.
And they want some food trash. They want it's bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? But them kids were dirty as fuck because the next block over or two, that was more residential. Temple is kicking out all of the residential shit. They buying up all of North Philly. They putting these students' houses, all that shit. But it's still niggas around there because North Philly is a terrible place. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga blocks is cool. Most of them is clean. The college student blocks, disgusting.
Did you ever have rat traffic start up while you had a woman over?
Oh yeah. And you know what I did?
Okay, give me your moves. How do you manage? How do you do some crisis management?
We didn't
in the situation.
No mention of it.
She sees it, you see it, you keep the fucking.
You just no, they're not in the house, Eddie. They not in.
They just outside?
Yeah, nigga, they ain't in my house. What the fuck?
No, this is a non-issue to me.
Nigga, you tripping?
I thought these were rats inside. These are outdoor rats.
God, no.
That's just traffic.
Now, Edward, you know where I want to take this story.
Let's take it.
I was hoping you would.
when you had that apartment with all them fucking roaches.
Oh yeah,
you had a roach apartment.
It was indoor roaches. Just to clarify,
it don't matter what kind of roaches they was, nigga. Why was they in there?
This wasn't normal. This wasn't like a roach here and there, neither, my nigga. This was like,
yeah. It was more roach than floor. It was more roach than floor. Yeah.
This was like infestation. And this nigga used to have the baddies in there all the time, just like nothing was happening. Yeah. We in there. You had the fucking Japanese futon shit in your living room. And then it's just like women on there, just like ain't nothing happened. Just smooth as shit, entertaining.
Listen, man. What was it? It was like because it was in the country, or that's just how it was.
No, this was I'm not gonna say exactly where in the city, but this was like urban or central. What's the word for that? It wasn't country. Yeah, it was in the city.
Yeah. It was within the city limits.
I am from across.
It was within the city limits. Yeah.
Everything he's saying is facts. It's real. You just need
the way I don't give a fuck about a rat outdoor. I don't care. That's nothing to me. I wouldn't even think anything about that now. Like,
you gotta understand though, like. So in Philly, the block.
Maybe I don't understand how many.
Our trash disposal, is on a curb. You feel me? So we don't have like a driveway to take the trash out towards the street. The street, the sidewalk might be 3 feet. You feel what I'm saying?
Your door.
it might be 2.5, 3 feet, and then it's a street in your step. You know what I'm saying? So from my steps, it was like
brownstone kind of shit.
Yeah, but smaller though. Brownstones, you got a little bit of distance to the curb. And Philly is right there. So it's
no yard, just straight.
Yeah,
it's a wall on the street.
Across the street was you know how like we live in a bunch of row homes, right? It was one that was empty.
Like shotgun style, kind of like.
Yeah, so it was one that was empty, like it was knocked down. So it was construction too. So they was in there, like it was just too much, and it was a lot, bro. It wasn't like the occasional rat. It was like they was having and when the college kids was throwing the trash everywhere, now the trash is all ripped up everywhere. So they right on your steps and shit in the trash.
Oh, eating. Okay.
Yeah, like
okay. I see what you're. This is not traffic. This is like there's a family of rodents on your stoop.
Yeah, they're not minding their business like they minding yours.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it's a different vibe because you got to understand. I'm from Philly, but I never really seen rats like that. Like, and people be like, "What you mean you ain't never seen no rats?" I'm from South Philly. I'm sure we got rats in the city, but I never was just outside and there been rats everywhere. Unless I went to the train, every once in a while when I was a teenager. Like this shit felt like I was in New York. Like in New York, you gonna see rats.
It's rats.
Constant rats. Yeah.
You saying like that's different. But out here, for me, I just couldn't take it. I actually got out of my lease and he let me go without penalizing me.
Off the rats.
Yeah, I was off the rats, bro. Off the back of the rats. I said, sir, please, can you let me out this lease? I was about 4 or 5 months in. He was like,
please, sir.
I kept asking him, I said,
can you do something about please, sir.
He was like, I don't know if I can do something about it. I was like,
was he white? Was it a white man?
It was a white man. It was a company.
Yeah, please, sir, to a white man is insane. But I understand you were in dire straits.
I had to do what I had to do, brother.
You did. Please, boss, let me out of this.
Because when I got in the house, I didn't want to leave the house. That's how bad it was. Like I would be in the house for the day.
The rats outside, like, we're not gonna jump you. Come out.
come on out. And when you find parking in the city, you don't want to leave the crib because once you move out that parking spot, somebody will come get that joint. They take that, but a nigga gonna take it too.
Yeah.
And now you got to park a block away in the middle of North Philly, and that's why you need your gun. Oh, what is this?
I was thinking about you got to do that little pepper shot or whatever.
Circle, 100%.
Yeah. So you put homophobic men don't know what a physical is. Were you showing the camera video or no?
Oh, I was showing. Which one? Because I'm assuming this whole time you've been reading in the background. Have you picked one yet?
Yeah, I picked the homophobic men one.
Okay.
You know what a physical.
Oh, don't pick a different one because we did that one right before you got on.
Yo,
sorry
for
yucking.
Niggas my show tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry for yucking you. Yeah, my apologies. It was a good choice. It was so good we already did it.
No, you're right. Y'all went off the top with that, John. The harder you play, the harder. You talk about the Cam Newton, John, too?
No, we haven't talked about that one. You want to talk about that one?
You running the Cam Newton one.
I was a little bit like it's a little 50-50 like black gender wars bullshit, but yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's run it.
Let me see.
Is this the original conversation, or is it
updated
one? Lex P and them. Oh yeah, this the original.
It's the original.
This is the original.
Yeah.
And so, do we want to bring up Lex and them, whatever they like, Lex and Drea, whatever they said?
We can base it off of y'all already bought this one up before.
No, we ain't talking about this.
I haven't seen it.
We can run it back.
Relationship you like with a woman? Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry,
No. Is that by choice? I'm not about to be around no woman platonically. Listen,
we gotta unpack this, Cam. Why?
Because I'm not about to play them type of games.
Is it self-control?
Call it what you want.
I'm asking.
Call it. It may be self-control.
I'm asking.
If she fine, I'm not about to have her around playing like I don't think that she's attractive.
Is it possible to think someone's attractive and still behave yourself?
Yes.
Do you have control of them thoughts?
Yes. But I'm not about to play them games.
What game is it?
The game was saying, hey, we're not about to be friends. I don't have good-looking women that's friends around me. So no.
This all you have any ugly ones? I gotta ask.
I don't even have women friends, bro. Respectfully.
Why? I understand you saying you're not gonna play this game, but Game, a smart man, I'm gonna need you to go deeper than that.
Yeah, I know me.
You know you, okay?
I know me.
And what that mean?
That means if I'm around a woman long enough, I'm going to find something good in her that attracts me.
Okay, and when you're attractive, what then happens? When you're attractive, what then happens?
Sex.
Oh, God damn, Cam. Cam is a bigger issue than I thought we had.
So understanding that I know what's to come from a platonic situation, I don't even play. No, I don't do that. Baby, you too fine for me. We're not doing that.
Interesting.
No.
So, okay. if I take the word friendship off of the table, do you have platonic relationships in your life that involve women? I just told you, I don't have no attractive women that I'm cool with, that I do not have plans on.
I told you what I meant.
Damn. Is my camera? Listen, my fellow listeners. Self-control is very important. No. We're not going to do that. What? Self-control is identifying, I know me. Now, it's very healthy for you to be saying this. We're not going to do that. I'm not saying it's not healthy. Yeah. But there's something deeper to this conversation, Cam. Listen, the why is missing. This my camera right here. It's simple. Baby, I'm not your friend. Baby, I'm not your buddy. Baby, I'm not the friend zone. I'm the guy that's trying to score and go for 2. I'm in the end zone. God. You so used to touchdowns, Cam. Now you can't. I'm used to tush. Now you can't kick no field goals. God, we don't kick field goals. We go for it. Oh, God. Baby, if you're going to sit up here and tell me, hey, friend, no, friend, even my girlfriend, no, that I don't have no girl friends. You know, do you have any platonic relationship?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, Cam, he has a personality disorder, like obviously. So he's combating that, but
I don't think he does. I think he has an ego problem.
Yeah.
I think he has an ego problem.
100% is cluster B. Ain't no fucking way, dog. Ain't no fucking way. I mean, look, you would know better than me, but ain't no way he's not clustered in the B.
It's so difficult to diagnose somebody with cluster B. Like,
yeah, fair enough. That's a guess. I'm not a professional, but your guess is that it's not.
My guess is that it's not. My guess is that
okay,
because I think Cam is, and I think I commend everybody for not letting him off the hook and just like trying to like coddle him to the point of saying that what you're saying is making sense. I think everybody who I've seen talk to him about this situation, and including Lex and Drea, gave very valid pushback to how he's approaching this. I think Cam has 2 things. I think he has an ego that requires him to shield himself from showing any level of vulnerability or saying that he's insecure. So he gets defensive when people say he's insecure. And I think that he doesn't see women as people. And I think that that's more, I don't think that's cluster B activity. I think that that's just like internalized, like misogyny, patriarchy, blah, 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 blah. I think that's that problem. And I think he just has those 2 problems in spades.
Okay.
Because
I think that first problem is that, but fair enough.
Yeah. Because what Cam ended up doing is he ended up like doubling down, and like they kept pushing him on this. And he was like, well, I just don't have friends at all. Like, just in order to avoid
make it make sense.
Yeah. In order to avoid like talking about any level of vulnerability, to unpack his issues at all, he was just like, well, I just don't fucking have friends. You can't say I don't think women are people when I just don't have friends at all. I don't have male friends. Like, he just kept doubling down on this idea when he could just say, I don't trust myself to handle in this situation. Or him saying like, maybe I have some skewed views of women. Maybe I need to unpack that kind of situation. I think that
Cam has never said no shit like that.
Yeah. Like he's allergic to interest.
I've never seen Cam Newton go, huh.
I
never thought of that.
I got a theory behind this Cam Newton stuff, and I live streamed this before, but I think that Cam Newton is learning how to lean into a character. I do believe that it's true what he's saying.
You think he's doing a bit?
I believe him. I believe that this is his real opinion, but I believe that he is now leaning into a character wholeheartedly because this is what he has. This is who his public image is. And when you get into character mode, I've seen people do this on my podcast, guests we've had, or, going to watch people do pods, and you just like, you're leaning into this character because you feel like it has to sell. I believe that he has women around him that he's not fucking. I do believe that. Also,
and not trying to.
And not. I think that he has a woman or 2 around him that he's trying not to fuck.
Wait, that's the opposite of that's the opposite thing.
I do just want to add to one point that like he says he does because again they brought it up in the other clip. He was like, He was like, well, my producer, my director, they're beautiful black women and all this kind of stuff. And they were like, but they're not my friends. That's my business partner. That kind of
thing. All right. Okay. Understood.
That's honestly a fair clarification on his like to his point.
But
he's saying he doesn't have those friends.
He knows who he is, which I respect that opinion on that. Like he's pretty much put out the signal to any chick around him because he said my girlfriend's friend know, which means he let her know I'm about to be I'm fucking her too. If she with it, I'm with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Too much, yeah.
Like he's giving a fair warning. Like I'm a horny nigga, so don't even if you fucking with me, you gonna know you know that I'm carrying it like this. I'm gonna want to fuck your friends. But I do think that it's a little dangerous rhetoric to put out there like that, especially to a lot of young niggas that might look up to Cam Newton. I'm not sure who's still doing that, but I respect him as an athlete.
Surely not
But,
anybody, yeah.
You know, but because a lot of men do think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he just magnified it. But a lot of men do think like, yo, I can't have women friends. I'm gonna try to fuck them. And it's funny to me because a lot of these niggas think that all the women around them would give them pussy. Like
No, they
niggas
don't.
be-
They know.
niggas-
They know that's not true.
No, niggas be so
Cam might not think that. Cam might not be what you think, Eddie. He might be on the side where he thinks like these women. You know what I'm saying? And also, he's Cam Newton. So,
Oh,
man,
I'm saying these niggas that
Yeah.
Lura talking about. Cam
niggas
is
be
probably quite true. Like he probably can fuck a lot of women that he thinks he can fuck.
But it's niggas get into look at the red pill niggas. These niggas really are, people, they're delusional. They think they the shit. Like, yo, any woman to be privileged to fuck with me, or I'm just a fly nigga. You ever see a nigga that think he fly, but he corny?
Okay,
and shit? Like
yes.
these niggas be in their head telling themselves that they the shit.
Maybe there's two Americas on this situation, because I agree with you.
This is three.
Okay, so this might be the
It's-
third and the
it's
fourth
true.
America.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like, yes, there's the red pill shit, but the sister community to the red pill shit is the incel shit. And it's like, there are a lot of men who are like, I don't want to be friends with women because I don't want to be in the friend zone. And that's degrading. Like, I don't think that I'll get to have sex with them. And that's excruciating. I think that's another part of the thing that's happening here. Like, and even in what Cam is saying and what the other guy is saying, it's like part of because obviously what they're saying is a little bit like they don't even bring up things like consent. And I'm not going to put that type of darkness on what they're talking about. But at least one subcategory here is you want her, she don't want you, and y'all are friends because that's as far as she's interested. And for a lot of people, that's painful. And that's the conversation that is one of the things he's avoiding.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that comes this, right? So if you are trying to fuck with all the chicks around you and one of them say no, that's where, unfortunately, some niggas get dangerous, and It's not always in a physical way, but that's where some niggas go, oh, like, women got some in the industry. Women really it'd be a lot of bullshit going on with them. Like, they might turn down an advance from a nigga, and now
you don't have a job.
Now you don't have a career because it's like, if he got a camera woman around him and she bad, and he like, and she like, I just want to work.
Turns him down.
Now it's weird. Now it's like,
sorry, I think you're contributing to like a negative workplace environment.
Exactly.
I think I'm just gonna go for somebody else. Same shit with all the Diddy shit of like, oh yeah, cool. Like, do you want to fuck with me? Because I can put you on. And then it's like you don't return that energy, and now it's like,
that's
no, like you're great. Right. Cassie's whole shit is that.
Yep.
A monetary manipulation. But I don't know. Like, one thing I will say, because I've said this before about like, I think if you don't want to put up with if you want to save yourself the pain of being in a relationship where you want more than the other person and you want to exit it, I think that that's fine. I think that it's worth admitting why you're doing that, which is that it hurts me to not be wanted. But I think if you're doing that, I think that's more or less fine. But if that is the situation so often that there is a subsection of the population, half, that you don't have any close bonds with, that's just going to fuck up your whole worldview. And it's bad for you and it's bad for the world. So if it's at that level, like I think if you fall in love with a woman and you're like, hey, I don't want to be friends with you no more, I'm in love with you, I think that that's fine and healthy and good. I think a lot of people would disagree with that. I think that's fine. If every woman is that scenario, you have a problem.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, because it's certain relationships that, you can sour by bringing that weird ass sexual energy into it, or you trying to be Mr. Horny man. You didn't sour the relationship. What's worse than a friend zone though is the brother zone.
Because that's even because you can't meaning it's even harder to get out of. It's more impossible.
Yeah,
you're family.
You family.
That's illegal. That's not just
that's incest.
That's a crime. Yeah. So that's frowned upon in most nations.
Exactly. So it's like when you get in the brother zone, is really a wrap. Somebody said, guess I must have different female friends I think our track did I have no desire to sleep with Cam, saying that's not possible. Yeah, I think they just got her. Yeah, he's saying that's not possible, pretty much. Somebody in the chat said that.
Yeah. But also he's saying something even crazier. He's saying he's actually adding a crazier level onto it. He's saying he's
Several
not
crazier
capable.
levels.
Yeah, fair. He's saying that it's not possible for him not to be attracted to a woman. Like that's the shit that he's saying, which is crazy.
He's saying,
because if he had left it at just that, I would
Yeah.
be given a little bit more grace. But he's saying any woman, an 80-year-old grandma who's like a janitor in my business, if I get to know her too well, we're gonna have
Yes.
to fuck.
That is what he said. He said, if I get to know her, I'm gonna find something to like about her. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna be chilling. I'm gonna find something to like about her. He gonna want to clap. That's literally
Okay.
Yeah.
He a freakazoid then.
Super duper. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta watch out for
But
him.
then
Keep
again,
him
maybe
on
he just sees women more
the
deeply.
good in
maybe.
everybody.
Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah.
He sees the good in everybody. You know,
Yeah. I see the
see
the
the
woman
good
that
in
you are inside. Your
and I
outside
wanna-
is irrelevant to me.
You want to feel the insides.
that's why he doesn't have
Mm.
any friends. Because again, he went through. He has no friends. Maybe
He
that's
might love
why.
a man if he
That's
gets to
what
know
I'm
him
saying.
too
He
good.
sees. You know,
Hey Eddie,
and he was trying.
you never know on him, cuz
That nigga was trying to add
Yeah.
caveats on top of caveats.
he said I can't get close to nobody. I just feel I'm an empath.
I start seeing that twinkle in their eyes, and I'm like, oh man, I've seen all your hopes and dreams and the beautiful things that you might become, and my dick got hard. I'm sorry. Yeah,
And I needs that.
I need it. Damn.
He gonna be in the documentary.
Well, okay. I'm sure at some point there will be. Well, look, on that note, if you find yourself unable to not fall in love with your 80-year-old female janitor, you might be waving a red flag. But at the same time, if you see the police coming up to the side of your car knocking because somebody was brandishing, you might be seeing a red flag. It's been Waving the Red Flag podcast. It's been Eddie and Alvin, joined today by Lur from the Lur and Lionel podcast and network. Thank you for coming through. What do the people need to see? What do they need to check out? Et cetera, et cetera.
Follow us everywhere at Lur and Lionel. My Instagram is Lur Steve. Well, you can find both our Instagrams. Yeah, just stay tuned. We going some more live shows coming up as it's getting hotter outside. You're gonna see us working together more. I've been getting my live stream shit together, so trying to be more consistent with that. So I appreciate y'all brothers for having me. Excuse my tardiness. So we gonna run this back when I got my when I'm on time.
100%.
Because I'm
you're not in a flood zone.
Yeah, I wish I can point this camera to my floor right now. Look at my damn. Hold on, look at my shoe.
Yeah, take it off the tripod. Just point it down if you can.
Look at my shoe, bro.
They a little moist.
That is
they
crazy.
dripping.
That is crazy.
He's waiting in the water on the podcast. It's crazy.
No, I
That
swear,
is
like,
crazy.
yeah, I'm telling you, like I was like, I gotta get this
treading water over here. Just
but, no, I thank y'all, and I would love to come back up here, but I appreciate y'all, brothers. Just follow us wherever you can.
Okay, that's a bet. All right, we're going to end the stream. We'll see everybody next week as usual, and for the midweek stream. Thanks everybody for joining during the live, and shout out to all the patrons who are watching this after the fact.